All right, so clothing on. At least for those of you who have your cameras on, clothing on. Brandon, you can stay as you are.
Yeah,
We've
I
previously
lost
established.
I lost my webcam, which is super convenient.
Right. Um, where were we? So you guys are in the ship, which is this little thing down here. That's the Death Spider. Um, the Seahorse is right there. The two ships are next, or the Seahorse is docked. The Death Spider is on the ground, thanks to Garlos and his work. And John is now here. Yay, John!
Yeah, John.
Okay, good. Yes, we'll call that a given. Okay. It will be about 80 gold pieces. You'll have 80 gold pieces worth of navigational equipment, John.
Okay, I'll take that out of the.
Well, basically, you're getting them piecemeal because you're in a hurry. So it's you have we'll say it's the equivalent of 2 sets, but you may have like 3 of one thing and just 1 of the other. So the 2 ships are next to each other. Essentially, the crew of both ships are kind of mingling about between the 2 ships over the next 8 hours. Your new crew is pulling their stuff off of the Seahorse and putting it onto the Death Spider. The crew of the Death Spider, sorry, the crew that is staying on the winged Seahorse is pretty much just like checking out this new weird ship and like, okay, we don't want to be on this ship, but what the hell does it do and what's going on? It's just spooky and weird. As far as the pyramid goes, this is important information. So the chair seems to be stationary. Nothing's happening with the chair. Zigglikaglack is cavorting about the top of the pyramid. He seems to be staying just on the top of the pyramid and is not moving. The Neo Hulk and what we're going to call the Neotrix, the Umbra Hulk who was morphed, and Lilitrix who lost a lot of her body, are basically wandering around the sides of the pyramid and the top, just screaming and gibbering the entire time. You guys are about 600 feet away, maybe about almost 1,000. No, it's about 600 feet away. So you do not have to worry about making saving throws for being close to a gibbering mouther. Neither do the crew members. But if you guys got up next to the pyramid or within 100 feet of the pyramid, it would definitely be saving throw time. The Neotrix and the Neo Hulk, neither one appears to be giving a damn about either one of you guys. They're just wandering around the sides of the pyramid itself. Sometimes they go up on the top, but watching them, it does not appear that there's any rhyme or reason where they're going and what's happening with them.
I have an idea. It's a bad idea.
Okay, but one last thing.
Okay.
So you guys arrived just after midday. You guys are letting Love and the other spellcasters rest on into the night. So several hours past midnight when you hear the yum sounds again of the big white balls, the noise that they made coming out. Anyone who is not a spellcaster can give me a spot check.
Well, it's not me.
Great.
Well, Blodgett wouldn't be casting any spells.
Correct. Blodgett would be able to
Okay.
to do that check.
Oh, well, LJ's a spellcaster, so he wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, basically the spellcasters have been using this time to get some rest.
27.
Okay. Um,
25.
Good job. Okay, both of you are going to see this then, which is cool. John, I'm sending you some information that I sent everyone else about the ship crew. Those are the guys who are joining your ship, the Seahorse. All right. So Blodgett and Bash see this before the ship's watch does. You can see that the little white globes are flying up in the air, falling on the other side of the island, over towards where this G is, and that's when you spot there's a ship. You can barely see the sails of the ship that's coming out of the storm that is still surrounding this area, and very quickly you see the smart using this glorified days rollers. The, you're able to see the white globes flying at the ship, and in short order, the new ship that was trying to get in is just trashed.
Sucks to be them.
Yeah, once again, basically within, they did not have enough spellcasters and range loaders to take on the globes before they got onto the ship. And you can see in about 5 rounds after they get into past the maelstrom, the new ship is on, just listing to port and beginning to sink. Okay, so that is not necessarily what would you call it? It's not necessarily an encounter issue so much as an informational issue, that there are still people trying to come to this land. All right. And yes, John, you were here when. No, were you here? So, John, Marvin had basically clarified to the party that a chair is required to get the Death Spider to move again. Your work was able to get it to land. Basically, you had an extreme amount of luck, and you were able to get it to go in the direction you wanted to and then stop. But getting it to go actually up and into space would probably break what's left of the spelljammer device that's on the bridge. And the party has been talking about ways to teleport the device to the land. All right, so we begin. The party has rested. You guys are in relatively good spirits. You have 6 new crew members. You have at your disposal, technically, 2 ships. And the ship of the Seahorse, you know, the captain is Captain Ashheim is a fairly salty old fellow, and he's more than done with anything new and interesting. He and his bosun Kickerberg are ready to leave, but they don't want to leave you guys in a lurch in case you can't figure this thing out, so they're waiting, but they'd like to leave soon.
One thing, Vic, Garlos is going to hand the captain what he calls a bonus for the journey. It is a Basically a gem quality figurine that's worth 11,000 gold.
Okay, he's more helpful now.
Carlos says, I'm pretty sure that we've gone way over our fee, so please take this as a bit of compensation.
He takes it as such.
Always make sure to grease the palms well of those whose your life depends on occasion.
All right, so actions. What are you guys doing?
I have some ideas. I'll just throw them
Yes,
out there.
I got an idea.
I won't just do them.
Well, that's new.
I know. I thought I might try something different tonight. So I've two things. First is we've not tried these entrance and exit things. Maybe it brings us right to the top of the pyramid or not. I'm not sure if we go through them. But beside that point, we need to get the chair. So I'm going to suggest that somebody go up to the top of the pyramid, invisible, with a teleport item spell, assuming we have that, and we can create a diversion by using the horn of Valhalla to create a bunch of warriors to distract the thingies. Now we might be creating a bunch of like meta horrible Viking warriors, but hey, worse things have happened.
Do you guys have a teleport item spell?
I can prepare a teleport any object spell because it's 7th level and then write it on a scroll.
That would take you several days.
Yeah,
I-
that
I
would
pre-
take some time.
Well, then we don't have that option.
Well, we do
Did we do days or hours? I think it might have been hours.
I was going to say
Okay,
just
so
use a limited wish in conjunction with a teleport scroll that we already have, basically redirecting the power of the scroll to pull the chair to us instead of pulling us to somewhere else.
How many limited wishes do we have?
I have one prepared. Limited Wish is also a 7th level spell, but I can prepare up to 3.
I was going to suggest we might consider that option, but also I really appreciate that Zag took the forethought to think about what was going to happen to the distraction after the fact, like after it was distracting. Like I really appreciate that level of thought.
Yep.
So one thing that we could do is have somebody with a teleport scroll, a regular teleport scroll, do it and touch the chair. And that would work, but there is uncertainty with teleport. There's a chance of, some unforeseen thing where there's some sort of inaccuracy and you get teleported elsewhere or take damage. And it's small because I'm good at what I do, but it's a possibility.
Wait, so let's get this straight. So the person can touch the chair and cast a teleport spell and teleport themselves and the chair somewhere?
Yes.
Okay.
The trade-off with teleport any object on that, though, is that there is a margin of error for teleport.
So question is this.
I'd say combine that with a limited wish used to augment the teleport scroll.
Can't cast 2 spells in one round.
Well, no, we have a teleport scroll. Somebody's got a teleport scroll here now.
Budget does.
Yeah. We use the scroll. You cast the wish to augment the scroll to teleport the person using the scroll and the chair to be teleported accurately.
Could I do that, Victor?
It's a wish, for fuck's sake.
Yes, you
do
can.
it.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So the point being is there's one or two characters that have to be up at the chair. The first is the person casting the teleport spell, and the second is the person blaring the horn to create the distraction. So they can be two separate people. That is, I could go up to one end of the pyramid and cast and blow the horn, and then the other person could sneak up behind them and touch the chair. But I never actually get
could-
to. Good.
Yeah. I can
there-
kind of fly Cap around with the ebony fly, so if any of you run into troubles, I can be there to grab or snag or catch you if you're falling.
Well,
With the featherfall spell.
My question is, if we're going to use the teleport scroll, which will teleport the caster,
yeah.
is it still necessary to have a second person up there to create the diversion?
So it's a magic item that we're trying to teleport.
Yes.
So what happens if you try to teleport and you don't go anywhere?
You're invisible.
You don't think they'll know?
Uh,
Uh,
I'm not sure.
my point.
Do you guys know you can hit the little CC at the bottom and it puts captions on the screen?
CC at the bottom.
Yeah, look at the bottom of WebEx. It does captions.
Yeah, if I turn on the WebEx assistant, it does it for everyone.
Okay.
And now it'll do captions, I think, for everyone.
What's the max range on that
That's
floating
awesome.
horn?
It's not doing a very good job.
I'm really questioning whether we need a diversion or we just need to like ninja into the chair and back out. I'm not saying we don't.
I mean, I don't want
Having a
to.
diversion would be good. It's a great backup plan. What's the longest range on that horn?
I've never looked at it. That's a great question.
Yeah, because long range is safer.
I agree with that assessment.
I was gonna just blow in his ear like a wet willy. Except with Vikings.
It's not long range. It's basically in the area of the horn. So you'd have to be fairly close to the pyramid to do that. If you wanted to do it, if you wanted them to appear on the pyramid, you'd have to be fairly close. Not necessarily on the pyramid itself, but
Well, that's what I was thinking. I just would have to be like right off the edge of it.
Yeah, a bit up and over. Tell them they're make sure to tell the berserkers that they're Halo troops.
Yeah, we can probably ballpark it to close range for spell mechanics, so 25 feet plus 5 feet per caster level.
Can Zag, you can airwalk though, right?
Can.
And you can do that invisible. What if you airwalk over the platform and blow the horn in the general direction of below you?
I have to be able to give them orders, so there's an audible piece to it.
no, but that would work. You would be able to, because you can shout the orders. You would be able to do that. You're flying over the pyramid. Use the horn. Summon them below you. That would work.
And then airwalk your happy ass very quickly back to the spider ship.
Yeah. And I was going to say, actually, you don't have to give them any orders. All they have to do is be there, attract attention. They'll do that. It's like they don't need to do anything except die.
Well, not even die. Get converted into horrible creatures that are probably going to come back and kick our ass.
No, they're summons.
That
They'll
too.
die. They'll disappear.
Summon
I have another
or at
concern.
least you hope.
Not actual people. They attack anyone the possessor horn commands them to right until they or their opponents are slain or until 1 hour has elapsed, whichever comes first. So, yeah, I just have to say point and say attack, and we're good.
Okay.
I have another concern though. This is a spelljammer we're dealing with, and I'm not sure if that's the type of magic item we need to be concerned about touching and then having something immediately happen to you.
Well, I can, because I'm flying over you, I can keep an eye on you. And if I see you, and I have my robe of eyes, which means I can see invisible. And
Also, I'll be flying Cap with the ebony fly, so if anything's going down, I can snag you.
Okay, so Lev is going to be the one doing it.
You're the highest level mage that we've got, and it's a high level mage thing. Garlus would love to do it himself, but I don't know if he'd actually be able to pull it off. He got really lucky with that ship just getting it down to the ground and out of the way.
Okay, so if we're worried about attunement, that having Lev do it solves that problem, but I am still a little skittish about Lev getting that close to any sort of melee.
I can imagine.
I mean, we're all skittish about this. Like,
I'm gonna try and keep the melee on the other side. Is the chair in the middle of the pyramid or is it off to the side?
I'm pretty sure it's in the middle, but Victor's out of the room.
Yeah,
But
I'm
I
pretty,
really,
yeah, it is pretty much in the middle. One thing you can do is the other limited wish. If you're using 3, you can get a third one. Use it to protect yourself. Basically, limited wish to give yourself protections from attack while performing this action.
Hold on, hold. We need one of those limited wishes to repair the ship.
Yeah, one to repair the ship, one to augment the teleport, and a third one to cover Lev's ass so he doesn't get killed doing this.
Okay, yeah, because we have to repair that ship fucking quick.
Yeah.
Matter of
That's
fact,
ex-
we should probably do it first.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Good call.
Can't without the spelljammer. We need the spelljammer to repair the ship.
hmm
So, actually, wait. Let's think about this for a second. We probably need Lev on the ship because the minute the spelljammer appears on the ship, he's got to cast that limited wish to repair the ship.
Well, I'm going to
Teleport.
be
You're gonna
teleporting. Yeah.
You're gonna teleport. Got it. Okay.
So I can like go into the ship and I can be like, okay, you want it right here? I'll put it right here.
Right.
And then augment a teleport scroll to make sure it drops us right here with the limited wish. I'm not sure, like, okay, limited wish is by its nature limited, so I'm not sure how I could protect myself from attacks with it. I mean, I could cast mage armor on myself just on my own. And Zag could probably cast Sanctuary, but I'm struggling to think of what other like 6th level or lower spell I could use.
Leave it kind of open-ended, like maybe it'll help you on a save that you blow.
Yeah, I mean the thing to remember is that these creatures are such high level. I can cast a sanctuary spell on you, but they're going to make that saving throw in a split second, right? But I'll do it because every bit helps.
Makes me feel good.
Sorry. But I think this, so if you fly, Garros, if you fly Lev up to just off the pyramid, and I get off just before an airwalk to the other side of the chair, quote unquote, and then I get above everything, and then you hear the horn. Lev, that's your signal to go get the chair. And I will come down the other side with both of you to make sure that you're okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
Well, that's a plan. We have a plan.
We have a
It's a
plan.
simple plan. All my plans are simple.
Where's Caroline? Where's Caroline? Because, she needs to be here. She has to replay this whole thing.
she's never here when we have good plans or when we burn out the giants. She's never here for that.
Chaotic.
She's always like, "You guys are chaotic." I'm like, no, we're not. We have plans all the time. You're just never here.
Look at the tavern. All we needed was a
When we
couple of
used to
fireballs
play
and a bit of oil.
That tavern
this
thing,
is-
we had a plan. That was a plan.
This is arguably a better plan than I had because I came into this with a plan too. If y'all want to hear it,
Oh, what's your plan?
And arguably,
my plan was to steal the creature, the Zigglikaglack.
How the hell are you going to do that?
8th level spell, trap the soul.
Okay, but you still got the Umber Hulk thing and the X-Magic user.
We can
Sorcerer's
deal
thing
with.
to
We
deal
can
with.
deal with them. We could deal with them.
No,
the
see,
big
the
thing-
problem
the
with
big
that
thing
plan
that
is
I
it's
was
only a
worried
plan to
about-
do one thing, and it doesn't really help us do the other things necessarily.
Well, once we got rid of the thing, then we could still do the teleport thing. I just think it would be cool to have it because I mean, like in terms of our 3 enemies up there, I'm mostly worried about the one that can pick you up and throw you half a mile.
I love how Lev's plan is basically there's this cool thing I want to do is take the soul of my enemy so I can use it against the other enemies, and it has nothing to do with getting the chair into space.
Yeah. No, I mean, think about it. If we were able to trap the soul of the Zigglikaglack in the gem, I could study it. I could cast a Chaos on the creature to help us in like the final fight against Neo or whoever the fuck.
This is why Bash doesn't trust wizards.
Exactly. This is why Blaz does not trust wizards. That and spiders.
Like Bash used to not trust Blaz, but now Bash just doesn't trust wizards, and that's it. He's realized that Blaz's religion isn't out to hurt anyone.
I don't know why you don't trust me. I've gotten you out of sticky situations plenty of times.
And
into them.
I trust y'all. I trust y'all.
I'm just saying, in general, Bash doesn't trust wizards. He trusts you more than most wizards, so that's saying
Okay.
something.
That'll have to be good enough.
the whole reason that Blas became a monk for 4 levels is because he eschewed magic for a while because of wizards.
I'd say with the Trap the Soul thing, use that as a backup in case this fucks up, because our main objective is to get the actual throne. And if we actually pull it off and we're not having to run like hell to save our lives, we can work on doing that too
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
kind of a bonus.
Is Victor in the room right now?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's got his ears on.
Damn it.
Oh, this is the whole thing. So,
I was gonna tell about a secret move that I've got, but I'll keep it in the sleeve.
did you hear what our plan was?
Who? Me or Victor?
He's coughing so hard and laughing that he can't talk. So yes, he did.
Okay, great. So, so I'm gonna start. I'm gonna cast an airwalk on myself. I'm gonna give all of my personal belongings to Carrick because I think we're gonna die. And
Trust me, you're
I'm
not gonna die.
taking my horn, and I'm not gonna walk the whole way. I'm gonna Gyarados, myself, and Lev are gonna fly part of the way, and then I'll exit. And Victor, the question was: is the chair in the center of the pyramid, or is it on one side?
It is not the exact center, because when you look at the pyramid top, it is not
Uh-huh.
perfectly square.
Okay, great. So Lev will get off on what is ostensibly the north side, and
Okay.
I will airwalk just off the southwest corner.
How are we making ourselves invisible? Lev is able to do it by, just his greater invisibility ability.
Someone gave me a ring a while back.
Okay. And
Garrulus, I don't know about you and the
I've got
buzzard
a
thing,
ring.
but what about the black fly?
I don't know. It's a possession. Is that invisible too when I go invisible with it?
No.
Okay, no, it's gonna look like a fucking fly unless somebody can cast invisibility on the fucking thing.
So what I can do is we can go up a little ways. I can up on the north side. I can leave. Lev, I'm just gonna cast an airwalk on you, brother.
Lev has wings.
Oh, you don't? Okay, fine. Then you can hover off the north side. Well, then the fly doesn't have to get near. They take us up a certain ways,
Yeah.
and then we'll all be invisible on top of this fly, and then drop us off, and we'll get into our places. And I'm gonna be hovering like I'm gonna get up 20 feet above the surface of the.
If you use the airwalk on Garlos, is the fly necessary anymore?
It'll take us a long time to get up there.
Now
Okay.
the fly's really fast, and also I would like a airwalk. It's kind of a parachute. I've like lots of feather falls, but an extra helping wouldn't.
Yeah, just in
Got
case.
this.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Let me look at my spell list. It's kind of a high level spell.
But Carrot can cast it as well, yes.
Yes, Carrick can cast it. Carrick can cast it.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
One thing we want to do is we want to time this to where the two other crap heads that are running around the base of the pyramid are somewhere innocuous. So if we're coming from the north and you're coming from the southwest, we'd want them on the southeast corner.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
So we're
Let me
trying
let
to
me
shoot
mark
for-
off a limited wish because I will have prepared that teleport scroll accordingly.
Okay. Folks, I think we have a decent plan. Now we have some backups. The backups, of course, will run like hell.
Well, everybody else needs to be in the ship
Yes.
Yeah.
and ready to effing go.
Oh, Victor, we're going to have the captain of the regular ship, stand off the shoreways, so that he can haul ass if he has to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like if all hell breaks loose and young balls start flying on him out of here. So have him move out to about where the edge of the storm is. If we need him, we can holler at him later. And if he sees us like vape on the ship, he's free to go. Because I don't want him losing his ship and his life over one of our fuck ups.
Yeah, they should be ready to haul, to just go. And I imagine those white things are going to come out, so they got to be ready to go fast. How do we feel about sacrificing our ring of water control to the ship so they can get themselves out of there faster?
I think we could do that.
That's
Yeah,
a party
I mean,
decision.
where we're going, I figure we're not going to need it.
Honestly, we might, but they will probably need it more than we do.
Well, it would be a good sign of thanks, gratitude.
Yeah, that and actually caring about them, which is important.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a plan. Let's do this.
Okay, Vic, we're going to, Carlos is going to give the ring of water control to the captain of the ship and let him know that this is for him to use. We'd like it back if he can get out of here, and we get out of here. If
we
we don't
ever
make
meet
it back,
again.
he can keep it.
Okay.
But it's for him to use to keep himself, his crew, and his ship alive. And we'll give him an instruction on how to use it and what it's good for.
All right.
Yeah, and at the very least, if the ship still winds up destroyed, they can make an ice wall on the water, on the surface, to like regroup and,
Patch something together like a lifeboat or something.
yeah.
So let's climb aboard the Black Fly.
Yep.
Oh,
Like-
Lord.
Black Fly, you have never failed me.
All right, so do I have the locations of the party members correct? Lev is going to be floating off the north end. Carlos is off on the corner. And Blas is flying just above the pyramid. Is that correct for everybody?
Yeah.
Where do you have me flying? I want to be in the southwest corner.
Okay, thank you. This is the important information I needed to know.
Thank you. And when I see that the creatures have more or less gathered around the southeast corner,
Okay.
I will blow the horn. And I have to roll for how many barbarians come screaming out of them.
Right. Hold on one quick second. I've got to find. There's one bit of information that I didn't think I would need that I need now.
That doesn't sound good.
I mean, it's like you guys are doing weirder
Doesn't
shit
sound
than
good
I
at
am.
all.
Like the level of weird is different from the level that you had previously planned on. So
You
Just
should
when
be
you think
completely,
you know us.
you should be completely
Nightmare
prepared for
time.
all of the weird. For
yeah,
all
that's
of the
basically what you guys are in right now. That's the everything since the talking head that began nightmare time. I mean, is it not accurate?
Yeah.
Okay then. I tried to be accurate of the thing. But nightmare time ends when you guys go to space. That's a whole different section of the campaign.
That's a good roll.
Let's see, what are we talking about?
We're
Look
stealing
up
the
in
chair.
Valhalla with PTSD. Yes. All right. So. Good. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. So you guys are able to fly up into the areas. I will tell you that Ziggy basically sees the fly, um, looks moderately curious about it, and then basically once it doesn't get onto the pyramid, he just fucks off and starts dancing around the pyramid again. The two Lovecraftian horrors are completely ignore it, and are just wandering around the pyramid. All right, everyone is in place. Who wants to go first?
When the creatures are more or less gathered around the southeast corner of the pyramid.
Okay, yes, you were able to find a moment that they're both on the south side, and one of them is directly south. One of them, the Neo Hulk, is directly south, and the Neotrix is southeast
Right.
corner.
I blow the horn, and 9 Norse barbarian comes screaming out.
They're gonna hate you forever.
I point at the Zigglikaglack because the other two are on the ground, right? Or are they all? I'm assuming are they all on top?
The other two creatures
Yeah.
are not on the ground. They are on the side, literally on the side of the pyramid, like
Great.
on the.
So I just point at the Zigglikaglack and say, destroy or attack.
Attack! There's not much of a need for you to point. I mean, as soon as they appear on the ground, the Zigglikaglack is like, boom, boom, boom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And I begin to airwalk backwards like a motherfucker. I'm doing a Michael Jackson.
The moment that Lev hears the horn, he is moving for the chair, fast as I can,
Oh, good.
because that is the signal.
That is the signal.
My intent is to sit in the chair and use
Ooh.
the.
Okay.
What?
Don't bloody sit in it.
I was
Okay,
just
then
gonna
might have to.
just touch it. Let's deal with what
Initiative, please. Initiative for. Actually, just everyone, please, so that I have it in case things go crazy.
which they probably
I mean, you
will.
know, crazier.
What did I do with that? Too many tabs open.
What's LJ's initiative?
Okay, dice bag.
Damn it. Oh, I'm accidentally sending my initiative to Garlos.
I'm sure he's interested. I suck. I suck.
Well, all you need to do now is leave, so.
I hope.
One quick second.
I'm pretty sure the Zigglikaglack sees me, whether I have ring of invisibility on or not.
It's okay. He's got pogs on the floor, and those are first concern for him.
We must be really confounding Victor.
Okay. Cool. Good. No, I just had I wanted to make sure that I did this in a way that would make me less confused later on. And I did, so that's kind of nice. Okay, of the people who are on the pyramid, Lev, Blaz, and Garlos. Lev is going to go first, then Blaz, then bad guys, then Garlos. Okay, so everyone's in position. Lev, you have heard the horn.
I have heard the horn. I am zipping towards the chair, and my intent is to get up to it and touch it and read the teleport scroll that I've got that was augmented with the limited wish.
Okay. You will be able to zip all the way to it this round, this move.
Okay.
Blaz, you tell your guys to attack.
Yes, and I back up.
Okay, you are backing up.
Off the surface. Great. I'm off the surface of the pyramid. Fantastic. Thank you.
Uh,
I mean, I was hovering 15, 20 feet above it, but still,
Right.
I don't want to be near the surface.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that I don't
Okay.
have to tell you, but I think logic, you're going to figure this out, and you might change your mind about how you do this.
Okay.
If you say attack, these barbarians will all charge the beast where he stands now,
Oh,
and the fight will be there.
got it. So the order should. Thank you for that. I figured the Zigglikaglack would get there so quick that it wouldn't matter. So defend yourselves to the death. There you go.
Okay. All right. They are going to.
They're gonna be the Suicide Squad from Life of Brian, huh?
They basically get into a defensive circle. They're
Mhm.
like, all right, hold. Got their weapons ready. They're ready to hold. Do you have stats for these guys? Zach.
I can get stats for them really
Please do.
quickly because I have it right here.
All right. All right. Immediately after that, the Zigglikaglack charges. The first two will be able to make their attacks before he makes his attacks. And they can make their full attack because they're preparing.
Okay, give me a second. They're all second level, so they're going to be
Dear God.
second level barbarians.
There's literally no need to roll. If maybe
So-
what's their plus to hit? What's their bonus to hit?
+2 base, but let me just check to make sure they don't get... Hey, they were gonna die anyway.
No, I know. It's just like that's
Just roll and see if you get any natch 20s.
Right, exactly, right. 2d4 +2 second level, no special shit, just a bunch of freaking stupid
all right.
barbarians.
Yeah, they're gonna get their if you get a 20, if you get a natch 20, I'll be
Yeah.
generous and count that as a hit
This
because they are
this-
flanking. So
This is gonna go quick, guys. So you got to get to that chair.
I'm at the chair. I need
I got
one
20!
round.
all right. Roll damage.
Nice.
So it's like 1d. They probably have swords, so it's 1d8 +2. Let's say.
He actually does damage. So that's pretty
9
awesome.
points of damage. One guy gets through, does 9 points of damage.
Oh yeah.
All right.
This better fucking work.
Good job. Good job. Also, he takes when he successfully hits the Zigglikaglack, he takes 6 hit points of damage from the lightning
What is the hit dice of a barbarian?
second
Oh,
level, 2 hit dice,
Oh, it's D12.
2d12.
2d12.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm keeping track of this. I've got 9 barbarians that.
Just assume if they get hit, they're dead.
Well, no, this guy just took.
This one will live until he gets hit. The others will be about the same. These
Yeah,
6
right,
points are
exactly.
really not a problem.
All right, charging forward, he'll just be able to use his 2 claws.
I rolled a 9, so I'm going to assume 9 plus 2 for all hit points, so that's like 11.
Oh, God. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, he
Wait,
gets
sorry.
a 20.
I hit 2 hit dice. Sorry, go
He
ahead.
rolled a 5 and a 9, so he gets a 23 to hit the first one and a 27 for the second one. And he only does 1d8 plus 1d6 damage plus his bonuses, so it's not too bad, is it? So the first one he does 22 hit points of damage, and the second one he does 22 hit points of damage. So they're both dead.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that the first one he hit was the same one that took the damage.
All right.
Okay.
So
So I've got 7
2 dead.
left.
Also on their round, you guys can see the Neo Hulk is racing up the side of the pyramid, losing his shit, and the Neotrix, horribly betentacled. It's actually getting a closer look at her. Imagine, if you will, a Yuan-Ti who now has snakes for arms and a snake for a head, and the rest of her body is a writhing mass of snake tails. And she is doing nothing but hissing. She has all these weirdly placed eyes all over her body, and she is basically hissing and shouting.
It's snake getty and eyeballs.
It is 100% spaghetti and eyeballs.
Snake getty and eyeballs.
Oh, snake getty and eyeballs. Yes. So
Do
she's
they-
running up the side of the pyramid, hungry for lunch. And Garlos, your move. Okay.
What's
What
he
did he
doing?
say? What did he say? What did he say?
He said he gave away his prime toy for creating chaos, which was the Ring of Water control.
You'll have to dip into a level of cleric to get the create water cantrip.
We're not dead yet. We can catch up to the ship and get the ring back.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're going to use a scroll of flame strike on the Latrix cool beans.
Real quick, if you cast a spell, an offensive spell, you become visible.
FYI, John, and thank you for the reminder, Z, if you cast that scroll, you become visible. Okay.
I would say just go get Zag.
All right, so Garlos zooms towards Blas, full round movement. You can definitely get over to where he is. And he's currently airwalking away, so you'll be able to get to his location. All right, top of the round, Lev.
Okay, I'm touching the chair and casting teleport from the scroll that was augmented with the limited wish.
He's not going to let us teleport this thing.
Okay. You realize, as you are about to cast teleport, and this is because of the limited wish, you realize you have to be in the chair to move the chair.
Motherfucker. Victor, am I gonna have to make a will save if I sit in the chair?
Of course,
I mean,
you're gonna have to
sit
make
in
a
the
will save. It's a
chair.
fucking chair.
Sit in the chair, but I have to make a will save.
Yes, but you've got a limited wish protecting you, don't you?
But it should have been me then. It should have been me.
It
It should be.
No, because
That's-
what I'm
I've
worried
done so many
about,
times.
what I'm worried about is the it's kind of like the Lich's Crown, where if you put it on, it takes control of you. I'm worried about that happening with a Spelljammer too. So I mean, if anybody should be doing it, it is me, and I do have a good will save, but I'm so worried about losing my character.
I
I don't think you should worry about that.
All right, yeah,
Okay.
Okay,
chair-
so you have that information because of the limited wish.
It is
It is still your turn.
You're
You're standing next to the chair. What do you do?
I sit in it, and I use the teleport scroll.
Okay, what's your armor class again?
My armor class,
17. Ugh,
yeah, 17.
it's pretty horrible.
It's pretty bad.
All right, the chair reaches down, the giant cobra head reaches down and bites you. Oh, not 20.
Come
What?
on.
So it got really high. I'm not going to tell you what its total was, but it's actually twice your armor class. So,
Great.
so it definitely bites you. 9 points of damage,
Okay.
and I need a will save.
Is this what's the chair made of?
It feels like it's made of cold stone.
Okay, so it doesn't bypass my damage resistance.
I'm not sure what that means.
I'm a pixie. I have damage resistance that's vulnerable to only cold iron, so I actually don't
Okay, no,
take 9
that's
damage.
correct. You still have to make the will save.
Yeah. The will save is 27.
All right. You are not poisoned. You are able to use the teleport scroll at this point and teleport the chair. Where exactly do you teleport it to?
I teleport it to the spot that when we were preparing all of this, we went to the helm and discussed, okay, where do we need to put this chair? And so whatever spot we decided on in the helm for that.
That is in the helm itself. Okay. Okay.
Fuck, we got away with this.
We did it. Oh
You
my
guys
god.
see the chair disappear.
Fuck, we run.
It's not your turn.
Grab Blas, get out of the house.
Their attacks. Carrick, it's your move. Sorry, Blas.
You mean
It's your move.
Blas?
So for your turn, you can get onto the fly.
I'm jumping on the fucking fly.
Okay. Blas jumps onto the fly. The bad guys. So Ziggy turns around and runs to the edge of the pyramid and is blaring out his horn of whatever. I don't know what you would call that, the thing that he does. But he is trumpeting and freaking out. The Neo Hulk is attacking the. Oh dear God! I just looked at his attacks.
Pretty bad, right?
He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 claws, 4 large claws, and then 4 small claws.
Oh, look, a Benjamatic wandered into the barbarians.
Basically took them all out. Boom.
He didn't roll any negative numbers. Actually, he missed with 2 of the small claws.
There might be one lone barbarian at the end of this.
He's going to definitely kill 2 barbarians with his attacks. And you guys can see Litrix running over to attack the barbarians as well. She's just going to do a half move. She's lazy. All right.
All of a sudden, boom.
Suddenly, chair.
Suddenly Seymour.
And the rest of the party is like, "Fuck, it worked."
Fuck out of here!
Marines, we are leaving.
The chair and Lev appear in the bridge of the Death Spider, Arachnus Morbus. Carlos, it is your turn. Okay. Carlos and Blas flying towards the ship.
That's funny.
Good enough. Okay, you guys are flying towards the ship. On his turn, the Zigglikaglack leaps off the pyramid. No, not yet. I mean, he's only a few hundred. Yeah, he's got a couple of rounds to plummet. So he's in the process of plummeting. He is looking at the fly, and now seems to see the spider ship on the ground. Okay. You do have a good movement rate. What is the movement rate again on the fly?
I believe it's like 60 feet per round, but I'm not sure.
John, do you remember what the movement rate is? I think it might actually be more than 60 feet.
It better be.
I mean, look, you can fly, we can fly. The Zigglikaglack can't.
Well, he can fly. He's got a limited flight.
We have more, and that's the most important thing. So if I need to get this thing off the ground, I'm gonna.
There you go.
Here we go. Figurine of wondrous ebony fly.
Okay, Blas' Zag has found it. What do you got? Zag, what is it?
I'm looking. Give me a second.
Look faster. I need this now.
Hurry!
It doesn't say. There's no movement rate. Has all the statistics of a hippogriff.
Then it would be the standard.
Okay, I'll look up hippogriff.
50 feet, fly 100 feet.
What?
The land
just
speed of
looked
the
up-
fly is 50 feet, and the fly feet is 100.
Okay, that's what it was. It is going to, so a full move is going to put you over halfway to the ship.
Fly like the wind.
Since he's not here, we're going to use this for Garlos and Blas. First round, you guys are almost to the ship. Everyone could hear the Zigglikaglack, Zigglikaglack. Everyone could hear the Zigglikaglack, and sees him. You can all see him jumping off the side of the pyramid.
This is a good time for the sailors to sail away.
The next round, any actions from? Wait, you said what? This is the good time for the sailors.
To sail away, I think, or
Yeah,
can we give them a signal?
it's probably a good time to leave when the giant monster jumps down and starts running at you.
The other ship is already like at the John suggested the other ship go to the edge of the storm, so they're already there at the edge of the storm, and they're like watching you
fantastic.
guys, and with their
Kill ourselves.
yeah, they're just like, what the fuck? This doesn't look. I mean, this might be good. This might be bad. I don't even know.
They're placing bets.
So any actions from Bash, LJ, or Blodgett while this is going on?
LJ is going to find something to hold on to.
Okay, Blodgett and Bash. Basically, you guys could see. We'll say that you were at least on the edges of the ship, so you could see outside and see what's going on. You can see your friends. You can see the fly, which represents your friends, flying towards you at full speed, and you see the Zigglikaglack leap off the side.
Wait, are we not on the ship?
Yes,
No,
you're all on
not
the
from
ship.
you anymore. No. And if you did, you wouldn't be able to fly as fast. You're intently flying forward. All right. So Ben and Suzanne, any actions on your side? Blodgett is praying for them, but holding onto the ship for impact. Okay, nice. I like it.
Bash is going to shout to the sailors who I suspect don't know how to make this ship go. But I want to shout to them that if they know how to make it go, they should probably do it now.
Okay. They're basically battening down their own hatches because, as far as they've seen and heard from your discussions, the going part on land is in the chair.
Somebody instruct Marvin to get ready to help us fly this thing. We're out of here.
I'm going to grab Marvin and I'm going to start heading to the chair. I'm going to get as close to the chair as I can, yelling at Marvin to like make this thing go.
It's my
Okay.
job. But he's gonna help me out.
Back in a moment.
All right.
It's going to take us 2 rounds at minimum to get this thing going.
Lev, your turn.
I am going to will this thing into the sky.
Okay, nothing happens. The snake hits you again.
What the fuck?
Someone needs to
5
stop.
points of damage, so it does not get through your damage resistance, but I need another will save, please.
I did better. I rolled a 19, so it's gonna be better than last time.
Then you'll be good to go. Blas. Blas and Garlos, this round you guys will be landing on the ship itself. Where on the ship did you guys want to end up, Zach?
I want to be on the back of the ship so I can see the Zigglikaglack as it comes.
Okay.
Okay, how do I take off?
Well, don't you have to cast a wish to repair the ship?
I don't know, do I?
Well, that was the whole thing. We need a limited wish to cast to repair the ship.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Hold
That
on,
was
I
part
gotta find Blas. Blas, there you are. Okay, Blas is here.
That was part of the plan.
Marvin and Bash are there this round.
Did Bash see the snake attack Lev?
You saw the snake attack Lev when he sat in it the first time.
No, I know. I'm asking,
But
did Bash just see it happen?
Yes.
Yes.
Great, thank you.
Yes.
Yes. Because the head of the snake is actively reaching down and biting. And Garlos, what are you doing?
He's charging forward to the bridge to lend a hand. This thing needs to fly or we're all going to croak. Full speed pelting run.
I could get out of the chair and do a little soul trap.
This round, the Zigglikaglack lands on the ground and begins running towards the ship.
Hit.
You do not see any of the other.
You're muted, Victor.
Yeah, everybody else is staying on the pyramid. The Zigglikaglack is entirely consumed with you guys in the chair. You, from his run speed and the distance, you estimate 4 rounds till he gets there. Okay. Round 4.
Can you get Marvin to restrain that snake thing? If it bites him, he won't get poisoned. He's a fucking robot.
Round 4. Top of the round. Bash, what are you doing? Well, technically Frida, but Frida and Bash, what are you guys doing? Okay, so Ben had told Marvin to. Okay, you're back. Good, Ben, you're back.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. Now I'm asking Lev what he wants me to do about the chair that's biting him in the head.
Rabbit, stop it from biting me.
Okay, I pick Marvin up and stuff him into the mouth of the snake.
Dude.
I love you guys so much. So much. So much.
This is so Monty Python. Or maybe Hitchhiker's Guide because Marvin's here.
Ben, give me a grapple check, please. You're essentially trying to force feed a snake.
And it doesn't want the bitter pill you're feeding it.
It really doesn't. All right, when Ben gets back, he'll give me a grapple check. Lev, what are you doing this round?
I'm gonna cast a limited wish to try and link this spelljammer with the ship and repair it.
All right, you feel you feel a thump.
Like
Yeah,
a good
you feel a
thump?
thump. Feels like a thump.
Okay.
All right. LJ, what is LJ doing?
LJ is gonna come to the helm and try and restrain the snake head.
Ben, give me a grapple check, please. You're attempting to feed the snake a pill. LJ is going to come to the helm and try and do that as well. LJ, give me a grapple check as well.
And LJ is going to talk to Bash and be like, "What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Blaz, give me a
43.
Blaz, what are you doing this round?
I'm sorry, what?
What are you doing this round? You're
Is
watching
the
the Zigglikaglack charge towards the ship. He just
How
got to the
far away-
ground. He's about
how-
roughly about he would have landed about here. So he's a good 400 feet away.
I have a flame strike and a blade barrier both handy.
Okay.
And Carrick is by my side.
Okay. So you have them handy, but you're not casting them yet?
Because they're 400 feet away.
Right. Ben,
And
can you give me a grapple check as well, please? Ben didn't give me a grapple check. Why didn't he give me a grapple check? Because he's putting his son to bed. Okay.
Sorry, I thought I did. 43.
43. All right. Thank you.
You scream behind me. Anybody who can cast fucking distance spells, get your asses out here.
All right. Bash is able to basically keep Marvin's head in the mouth of the snake as the snake is trying to.
Hang on. Let me be clear. I didn't put Marvin's head in the snake. because Bash has some common sense and knows we need to talk to Marvin still and walk through this. I'm putting Marvin kind of legs / butt first into the snake's mouth. Just to be clear. So Marvin's head should be like by LJ's head so they can talk about what they need to do to repair the ship.
Marvin's response is ow, 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 ow.
And LJ's yelling, "He can feel pain! He can feel pain! You're killing him!"
Okay, but you successfully keep the snake from biting this round. Okay, so Blas shouted for more assistance up front. And Zigglikaglack this round is going to do a full move. And his full move with no regard for armor class is 120 feet. So at the end of this round, he is 280 feet away.
Oh my god.
All right. Blodgett. You've been praying for them. You can hear a large amount of shouting and repeated ows from the bridge. What do you want to do? You want to and yeah.
I'm gonna kind of head to the bridge, but will I fit? Aren't I big?
Yeah, I mean, you'll be able to get onto the bridge itself.
Okay. Thought it was too big.
No. You're yeah, because you're a wolf, you're basically able to maneuver around fairly well. So it's not a matter of being unable to fit yourself in. It's a matter of you're
Okay,
it's like trying to convince you're a very, very large dog.
Okay, Blodgett comes in and says, "I'm here. What do you want me to do?"
Mr. Worf, shields up.
Carlos, your move. So the Zigglikaglack is now 280 feet away from the ship. She did a full move without any regard for armor class. He's headed towards you guys. Bash has successfully stuffed Marvin's legs into the mouth of the giant cobra head to keep anyone from being hit. Lev, for his move, did a limited wish to heal the ship and mount the chair to the ship. Your move, sir. Last round it was 400. This round is 280. You have 3 more rounds.
Victor, I have a question.
1 second.
Okay.
I have no idea. Zach, what's the range on a flame strike?
I was just gonna. It depends on your level. It's 100 feet, and 10 feet per level.
100 feet plus 10 feet per level.
But
Well, you're
get
currently
out of
headed
here.
towards the bridge. Are you going to turn around and head? Okay, well, he's coming from the ass end of the ship. So, okay. I don't know if controls what I would call it, but all right. So you can fairly quickly get up next to Blas, who's been shouting for people to help. So I guess Kirik would be up there as well. And Frida would be
Yeah.
up there as well because she'll ask to be in there. She can do druidy things.
Since I basically did not do anything this action, I didn't say I was holding my action, but
Correct.
may I use my
Yeah.
actions?
You can use
great.
your action.
Because I can hit him.
Ooh. Okay.
Flame strike at this
With the flame
distance.
strike. All right.
You bet. So that is going to be this is fifth level spell, so plus 25. That's 25.
All right. Um, you said the difficulty check is 25.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you do a D20 plus your level, please?
I can. Make this a good roll. 17 plus my level is 29.
All right. Roll him damage.
Really?
Yeah. Your spell successfully gets through his spell resistance,
No
and he is
shit.
not immune to fire, so you are able to damage him.
Holy Christ. All right, 12d6. Here we go. That's 49 points of damage, sir.
All right.
Hopefully it slows him down a little bit. Maybe. Maybe
And
not.
he definitely felt it.
Holy shit.
All right. Top of the round. Bash.
I think Frida is able to cast Ice Storm as well, and that would actually slow him down.
Frida can also cast Ice Storm, yes. Top of the round. Does anybody have Frida's sheet?
I do not. Suzanne appears to by the hands in the air.
I do. Let me look it up.
Suzanne just has all of our character sheets on hand.
She does. At this
They're-
point, basically.
But they're
just for-
old.
Her character's a thief. She stole them.
We need to update our character sheets in the library of Suzanne.
Yeah, you do. And by the way, I'll be gone for the next 2 weeks, so I'm gonna have Caroline do my character.
Okay.
But
Oh,
if
wow,
she's
okay.
not there, then Vic can give it to whoever. My friends from Scotland are here again, so
Oh, cool.
Oh, well, cool.
they're only here for a week, so I want to make sure I spend all that time with them.
I can appreciate that.
Okay, so what was the question about Caroline?
So they're asking her to cast Ice Storm. Does she have Ice Storm?
I'm looking. Put it on the bigger screen.
I know she's cast it before.
Yeah, the problem
It's a
is
druidic spell,
sometimes
4th
she
level.
doesn't write down all her spells is the problem. All right, let me find where she put them. Oh, they're on a different sheet. Hold on. What's right? Frida's spells are on a different sheet.
Oh, wow. She could literally have cast that the moment he landed on the ground. The range is 400 feet plus 40 feet per level.
Oh, wow.
She could cast that
yes.
850 feet away.
Yes, she has Ice Storm.
Pretty please.
5d6. 5d6 and a 40-foot cylinder.
Okay, give me a D20 plus her plus 12. Suzanne, D20 plus 12.
13, so 24? 25.
Okay. And then the DC is 12 plus the spell level. So that's a 4th level spell from her.
Yep.
All right. Roll damage, please.
5d6. This is why I've had to buy new dice. I didn't have enough of those. Ooh. 25.
I wish I could show you my D6 bag right now. You know those like comically large, cartoonish bags of gold that nobles will have on them? That's what it looks like.
Awesome.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
That sounds like a pickup line. I need to show you my D6 bag right now.
I want to see my D6 bag.
Oh, so bad.
Is that Spider-Man behind you?
John,
Hmm?
is that Spider?
No, that's Captain Harlock.
Oh.
Captain who? Can't
Harlock
see it. I can't see it. It's too little.
from the Star Blazers?
Yeah. Well, I knew the name was Star Blazers, but
Arcadia. Okay.
Sometimes I feel old, but then Tuesday comes around and I feel young again.
why? Star Blazers? I was my favorite show.
I
Mhm.
don't remember ever. I remember it. I don't remember ever watching it.
Oh God, yeah. I lived by that show.
Oh, yeah.
I think I was in high school, and I just loved that show.
Hmm.
I just looked it up. You guys are really old.
Shut up.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I was
Yeah.
born in the 50s.
I mean, I thought I had a decent vocabulary of dated cartoon repertoire, but I do not. Like this is beyond
You
me.
know
I've
Star
never.
Blazers?
I don't
Holy
think I've
shit.
seen this. I don't think this was ever like repeat played on
Star
Cartoon
Blazers.
Network.
This is Captain Harlock, my youth in Arcadia. He was a space pirate, Captain Harlock.
Space pirates.
Yep.
Yep, Space Pirates.
Quest, anybody?
Suzanne, what was the damage from the 5d6?
25.
25. All right, thank you.
We got him with fire and ice.
Oh, I gotta look it up now. Star Blazers.
Now this is Captain Harlock. It's different.
I know, but still reminds me of Star Blazers, which was my
Okay.
favorite show.
Yep.
What is Captain Harlock from?
Space Pirates.
He had his own series. There was My Youth in Arcadia and a couple of other rounds.
Okay. Frida has cast Ice Storm. Bash. You are grappling with the chair. Can you give me another grapple check, please?
Yes. And why I'm grappling, I want to take a free action to console Marvin and tell him that I know it's uncomfortable, but it will get better soon. And then I'm going to look at Lev and be like, you went genocide on the Drow. You took over an evil spire. Figure out how to freaking flip and fix this ship. My grapple is, let me see, 8 plus 4. That's going to be 2. Carry the 1. 42.
All right. You might. Nope. You beat the chair again. Give me a listen check, please.
Okay.
Lev, what are you doing this round?
I'm gonna give Bash a bunch of lip about how I'm far better at slavery than anything else, and I can take care of this Zigglikaglack if you want me to right now, but leave me alone because I'm trying to figure this out. And I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to try and get on some level of magical attunement with the chair to get a sense of if I can control it. And I'm going to try and command it to stop biting.
Oh, I found it, John. Space Pirate
Okay.
Captain Harlock, 1978.
Yep. Had a movie in 2013.
You okay,
Oh.
Lev, you are basically Lev, you're trying to commune with the chair, trying to feel it. You basically get kind of a feeling of bad touch, but it's really faint.
I'm gonna
LJ
command.
was.
I'm gonna have Lev command Bash and LJ to let it go.
And Ben, do you even listen to messages? You don't read your messages anymore? Is that a thing? I keep
No,
forgetting.
I'm whispering it into Lev's ear right now. I'm passing on the information.
Okay.
Oh, that I didn't know I had to grab the handholds. Okay, I'll grab them.
You can't. You're 2 feet tall.
You
Holy
just said
crap.
I can reach the handholds. Okay,
I never said you could reach the handholds.
but Ben did.
All right, Bash. Can Bash take a
Ben's
free
lying
action
to
to grab Lev
You
out
look
of the
at the
chair?
handholds, Lev. You look at the handholds, and they're literally okay. Let you take a moment to examine the chair, which I don't think any of you have ever done before. Give me a spot check, please. Because you're looking for handholds now.
Okay. Looking for handholds in the chair I'm sitting in, Victor.
Yes, you are. You're 2 feet tall. I want you to imagine a 2 foot tall person sitting in my chair and figuring out where they're supposed to put their hands.
I got a
What was your spot?
32, Victor.
Okay. You can see small hand, foot, and head indents made for a humanoid shaped creature.
Fuck.
Bash, get in the fucking chair.
Victor, if I look at the chair, does it look
Bash
to me
is
like I can
a
fit
mage.
the chair
I
correctly?
have
back
I
in
have,
there.
I have another idea. Can I still take an action?
Yeah, you can still take an action. Go for it.
I'm going to use my last limited wish to cast Enlarge Person on myself.
There you go. Okay.
That works.
You are now fully sitting in the chair.
And I will grab the handholds.
Okay. Your hands, feet, and head now fit completely into the chair.
How long does Enlarge Person last?
I don't know, but you're gonna have to figure that one
Should
out.
be enough to get us the hell off this island.
Yeah, it's going to last long enough. I got 15 minutes in the chair.
LJ, what is LJ doing this round?
LJ's
Shoot
gonna.
or kill that thing something.
No, I'm not gonna kill the chair. We need the chair.
No, not the chair. I'm talking about the Zigglikaglack.
I'm in the helm. What am I gonna fucking do? Throw one of my swords at it?
You don't have a ranged
Where's-
weapon? Damn.
No, I gave my ranged weapon to you.
Where's Frederick when you need him? Fuck.
Honestly. Jeez.
I had to,
Frederick is busy with a copy of Playdrow.
I guess I'm gonna.
What is LJ gonna do?
I'm thinking about it. Okay, the chair said bad touch, so I'm gonna let go of the chair.
No,
Okay.
no.
Blas, what is Blas doing this round?
I'm gonna cast another.
You can see that the ice storm did affect the speed of the creature.
As did the flame strike, right?
No, the flame strike doesn't affect how fast you are. So the reason ice storm affected its speed is because when you hit someone with an ice storm, they have to travel at half speed through the ice storm.
Oh, is that right?
Sit.
That is right.
Oh, cool.
That is right.
I need 5 seconds.
And that is why it's an effective spell.
Okay, I need 5. I need 15 seconds. Someone sing the woman from Janina. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, I get it.
dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun. How do we know that that's 15 seconds?
I don't know.
Because we do it for 15 seconds.
Okay, that's right.
All right, so
Well, that makes sense.
right in front of this fucking thing, I'm dropping a blade barrier.
Okay, how big is the blade barrier?
The blade barrier is, hold on, 20 feet long per level. So 20 feet. Is that right? Up to 20 feet long per level. Okie dokie. I'm 12th level, so that's 2,400 feet.
Make it high. That fucker can jump.
240 feet, or a ringed wall of whirling blades with a radius of something of up to 5 feet per 2 levels. 20 feet high.
How high is it?
20 feet high. They're all 20 feet
20
high.
feet Okay, they're all 20 feet high. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
Double it
gonna.
up. Make it 40 feet high, or maybe 80, something.
You can't. It's all 20 feet high.
No,
It's the nature of the spell.
Yeah, I'm not gonna circle him. I'm just gonna put 240 feet of like wall in front of him.
Okay. All right. Immediately after you goes the Zigglikaglack, and he is going to try and jump over the blade barrier.
But is he hindered at all by jumping because of the ice?
You know what? Yes, he would be hindered by the ice.
Yes. That's teamwork. Caroline doesn't even know it.
Oh shit! He has a run feat. I didn't know that.
Oh God.
Is what?
He has the run feat, which means he's going to be at your gate a little faster than I thought he would be. All right. Well, here's to. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah, he's going to get hit by that blade barrier. He slips and falls through the blade barrier.
Yay! 12d6.
Roll him, damage him. Also,
Love it.
give me a d20 plus your caster level.
All right, we'll start with that. Not so good. Oh, well, 17s. Oh, it's all right. So caster level's 1229.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage, please.
12d6 is 42.
All right.
He's gonna get to us and be like, "Fuck, man."
He is on the other side of the blade barrier, and he is livid. But that's essentially his move.
Get this thing started.
Blodgett, you're in the room. You're in the room where it happens. Are you going to do anything? They've stopped. Actually, okay. Yeah, I guess we didn't state that. Bash, did you stop shoving Marvin into the snake's head? Or you're still doing all that?
No, I'm still consoling Marvin as I hold him in the snake's head.
Okay. Okay.
Didn't stop licking. Don't do it on the couch. You know better, little man.
You talking to Marvin?
You talking to Marvin?
Yes, he's talking to Marvin.
Yes.
That is
Yes,
exactly
Marvin is
what's
licking
going
on the couch.
He's talking to Marvin. All right. Well, Carlos, John, what are you doing this round?
With a flame strike, John.
Yeah, he's doing a flame strike, so d20 plus 10, 24. Okay, roll damage, please. Zag, what is the damage on a flame strike? Is it d6 per level?
D6 per level.
Okay, so 10d6.
Oh. Here comes stumbling through the blade barrier. Boom!
Basically, yes.
Welcome.
John, give me a regular d6 roll next to that. Completely separate. All right, good. Good job. All right, he does 44 points of damage with his flame strike.
Wow. Nice job.
All right, the Zigglikaglack is pissed.
Yeah, it's still
He's appropriately pissed, but you guys have done an appropriate amount of damage, so good work. You guys have really done well.
Get us off this island.
All right.
Trying.
Left.
You had two jobs.
Grab the handholds, the headhold, the footholds, and concentrate on moving this fucking ship.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And Frida's here too, right? So she can check to see if anybody needs healing.
Yes. Specifically Frida this round. Yeah, she did maturity act at the beginning of the round, so she'll be act again in just a moment at the beginning of the next round. One quick second. Let me touch.
Frida have any
No,
other
nobody's taken any damage since we rested, so we should all be good.
Does
Oh,
Frida,
okay.
does Frida have any other kind of offensive spells? Could she cast Ice Storm again?
I'm thinking that or a meteor swarm or something.
Meteor Storm?
She's got Flame Strike. She's got Ice Storm. She's got
Bring it!
Energy Vortex.
God, fucking
Um,
bring it! Kill this thing!
Nuke it now.
No!
Do Energy Vortex. Let's
I
see.
don't know what
Energy
that
Blast.
does.
I'm reading. Oh no, you don't want that.
Okay.
That takes out the ship we're in. Never mind. Let's see what else we got.
Just
Ooh,
think
Comet Fall. She could drop comets. Finger of Noonday Sun. Spell Magic.
Okay, round 2. Top of the round, Frida.
Okay, so they want me to do some kind of crazy crap here. Let's see what we got.
Whatever, bring it, as they say.
Another ice storm to slow it down would be awesome.
Okay, we could do another ice storm.
If you don't know what spell to cast, that's a really safe one.
The thing with the thorns.
Ooh, yeah.
But thorns,
Wall of Thorns.
are we in the air though?
No.
No.
Is that a touch spell?
No.
Where
No,
is
that's
it?
basically it creates a wall some distance away from you.
Oh well, then that would be good.
Yeah.
Where is it? Wall of Thorns. I saw it a while ago.
Find it. Wall of Thorns.
I'm pretty sure you could
There it
encompass
is.
it in it, so it'd have to like tear its way through it.
Let's see if I can open the spell.
Let's see. Range is 100 feet plus 10 feet per level. You're good. Wall of Thorns comes out. It's a wall of thorny bush up to 1 10-foot cube per level. So what's her level?
Caster level is 12, so she would totally encompass it.
120-foot cube. So
Yeah.
just concentrate all that.
12 10-foot cubes.
Yeah, just concentrate that all around this fucker.
It's not a touch spell or anything. Okay, good. So
Yeah, don't forget to cover it on top so it can't jump out the top.
Right.
right, like a little cage.
Yeah.
You have to roll for it.
Probably have to roll resistance 20 plus your spell level. 20.
Actually, no, there's no spell resistance for that.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, it says no spell resistance, no saving throw.
It just appears and then the creature gets to deal with it.
Mhm.
Wow, and it's not even a plant, so it's not affected by spells that affect plants. It's just a wall of fucking thorns.
And you can make it into squares,
Yeah.
cubes, and make it 5 or 10 feet thick all the way around.
Good spell. I forgot how good it is to play a druid. I like druids.
Don't piss off a druid.
I think
Yeah,
next
Druid and Ranger are my favorite things to play.
next character I play, I think I'll play a druid again. I have one character that's dipping into assassin in another game. It's a new thing for me.
All right, so the Zigglikaglack is going to take damage as if he was attempting to pass through the wall, and it's caught inside.
Zigglikaglack.
We can kill any creature.
All right. That is Frida's move. The creature is definitely within the wall of thorns. Bash.
Yes.
I get right
Your
back.
moves are, if you're going to keep trying to keep the thing from biting Lev, which it is definitely still trying to do, I need another grapple check.
I'm actually gonna pull Marvin out of the snake's mouth.
Okay. Um, do you set him down on the ground?
I'm just gonna hold him for now.
Okay, because he doesn't have much of the way of legs anymore.
Yeah, that's
He's
kind of what I was
definitely not going to
thinking.
be able to walk after this. His legs are mangled and fairly destroyed. Lev, your turn.
So with that message that you sent me, do I get the sense that I have connected to the chair?
Yes, I'm going to say you get the sense that you are in the process of connecting to the chair.
All right. I'm gonna ask it really nicely to stop biting me. I've gotten my friends to stop manhandling you. Please stop biting me.
Okay. Um,
I hear the sound of a 28.8 modem. Connecting.
you get the distinct response of, funny thing, consent. I didn't give you any.
Oh my god, are we going to argue with this chair with Zigglikaglack?
This round, it's the
I'll,
second round.
I'll
So
ask it, can we talk when we're... Oh.
yeah. I guess I'll tell you because sooner or later someone else is going to try to sit in the chair or ask what's. So the first round, Lev felt like he was sinking into the chair, but he wasn't moving. This round, the second round, Lev's mind expands dramatically. His consciousness appears to take on the entire universe. Lev, give me a wisdom save, please.
Okay. $25.
Okay. You are able to retain your sense of self. But you are in the process right now, this round, you're in the process of examining the entirety of the known universe.
Wow,
and
total
trying to
ego
figure out
death.
where you are.
You know, people do drugs for this stuff. Why do I have to sit in this magical chair that wants to kill me?
Just wants to bite you a bit.
Netscape Navigator. All right. LJ.
Uh, what do I want LJ to do? God.
There is a slightest chance that the Zigglikaglack will actually reach us.
Yeah. I guess I'll have LJ go up to the Citadel deck with everybody else, ready to start taking damage.
Ready to start taking damage. You guys have softened it up pretty well. And Blas.
So the Zigglikaglack is currently in the Wall of Thorns.
That is correct.
Well, I don't want to.
Yeah, don't destroy the Wall of Thorns.
I don't want to destroy the Wall of Thorns. That would be dumb. Um. So. I will hold my action.
Okay.
I will cast a bless spell on us all. I will bless us
Oh,
all.
there you
Nice.
go. There
I haven't done that in a while. Wow. I'm a cleric. Fuck, I can do that.
So applause goes Gesundheit.
Are bless spells cumulative?
No.
So if two different clerics cast bless spells, it's not +2?
Correct.
Right. I don't actually remember what a bless spell does. Hold on.
You can actually also cast a prayer spell,
A what?
which is a bit more powerful.
A prayer spell, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll cast a prayer spell. Thank you.
Okay. And then you can look up what they do.
I will. Thank you, Victor.
Okay. This round,
You and all of your allies gain +1 on attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, saves, and skill checks, while each of your foes takes -1 penalty on such rolls.
all right. The Zigglikaglack is he is not going to be able to run this round because he has to get through the thingamajiggy. So, since he can't run, he just has to do a regular move to get out of the thorns. He's going to do a breath weapon.
Oh, shit.
All right. Everyone on the bridge. Yeah, the Citadel. Sorry, thank you.
We're
A
not-
bolt of lightning shoots across the tundra, across the island, and Frida's on one side, Boss is on the other. Blas, LJ, and Garlos, give me a saving throw. Reflex save, please.
My worst save, man.
Yeah, sorry. It's his too. If you don't, if it makes you feel any better, he's been taking damage on a lot of it because it's his worst save as well.
I got a 33.
All right, well, that's not bad.
Got an 18.
That is bad. That is not good enough. It is not good enough. It's a reflex save of 27. Yeah, he's a bitch. But it's okay. It's only 12d6. It's unlikely to kill you guys.
Well, no.
All right. LJ has evasion, so that's not an issue. You do as well, but you didn't save, so unless you have improved evasion, you still take full damage. 30, 47 points of damage.
Damn.
So it's 47 points of damage.
That hurt.
And yeah, if he could do that to his own attacks, you guys would be in trouble. Unfortunately, he cannot. Anyway, sorry, it's something else entirely. Yeah, that's what he's going to do this round. Blodgett and Garlos. Blodgett, you are still up at the bridge. Keeping an eye on Lev and Marvin and Bash. Garlos, you're still up. You just got hit by a lightning bolt. Okay. Give me a d20 plus your casting level. All right. Top of the round. He is definitely within run range of you guys this round. Frida, Blodgett, what would you like? Suzanne, what is Frida going to be doing?
Everybody fuck him up.
I think she would probably. Now, how far is he from us?
He is just at 100 feet away.
And she's on the back of the boat, or she?
Yeah. Yeah, she's currently on the back. Frida is here. Garlos, Carrick, Blas, and LJ.
She's gonna do comet fall.
Oh, okie dokie.
Drops a comet on opponent's 5-foot radius damage, 66 per level.
What did you say? 66 per level?
Yep,
It is not
60.
6d6 per level, but
That's what it says.
That'd be really cool, though.
it would be really cool.
Is that wrong? That's what she has on her
She'd
sheet.
like have to put on her shades and go, whoa, look.
I was like 66. Why did I do that before? Let's go see.
So is it just 66 or is it 66?
It is d6 per level.
Oh, it's D6 per level. Okay.
Yeah, it's 1d6 per level.
Oh, she
And
must.
then
So it'd be
creatures
12.
who fail their reflex save are knocked prone.
Okay. And it's an attack roll, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
No, it's not. There's no attack roll. Yeah, there's no attack roll on her side.
Oh, good. Well, I hit anyway.
And yeah, she can definitely hit him with that. All right, give me a d20 plus caster level. There's no spell resistance. Okay, cool. All right.
So you still need
Because
that?
I guess no, you don't. I guess there's no spell resistance because
So
you're
she
basically
gets,
it's a rock. You're convincing a rock to fall on someone.
so she gets
So
1d6 per caster level. So she's level 12. So she gets 6 of them.
12d6. 12d6.
Yeah.
12d6. Yeah. Roll 12d6, please, and I will roll his saving throw.
Where's my calculator?
Okay.
And then after Frida is Bash, and then Lev, and then LJ, and then Blas.
Yes.
She got 54 points of damage.
All right. He made his saving throw, so. Wow. Full moon, definitely a full moon.
It definitely is.
Yeah. I can't do math off the top of my head right now, which is. It's always weird when that happens to me. It's just kind of disturbing. But I've got there's a lot of energy, so focus my energy back down. All right. He made his saving throw versus the comet fall. He is not knocked over. But you did definitely hit him for a bunch of damage, which he's not pleased about. Bash, your turn, sir.
Does it look to me like Lev is making any progress with the chair?
Lev has closed his eyes and sunk into the chair. He's not visibly moving, but you can see like when someone's in REM sleep, like their eyes are moving behind their closed eyelids. That's what's going on with him right now. Like he's not moving at all.
Okay.
He also looks like a very, very big pixie, so it's a kind of a weird experience.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my action.
All right. Lev, your turn. Thank you, Easter Bunny. Give me another will save, please.
Okay.
Oh, Ben stopped shoving Marvin into the snake's mouth.
That
Snake
he
hits you.
did.
Snake hits you. Give me a will save. Give me 2 will saves.
He
The
bites
first
me
one.
again.
Yeah, we had this discussion.
I know, but come on.
I don't think you really understand what the discussion was. Hold on. Let me double check my notes on that because she may not bite you at this point. No, give me the first will save. That's the important one. Give me the first will save.
Okay. That's 36.
Okay. You are able to create a singularity of your own existence in space and time, and you know definitively where you are in relationship to the rest of the universe, and the snake does not bite you this round.
Awesome. So I'll say to the chair, I know we have a lot to talk about, but we're about to get stomped to death. Can we leave and talk about it elsewhere?
Just move, it'll do. Well, I think all you need to do now is will it to go in a direction it'll look off. Go ahead and get us out of here.
Yeah, I'll start doing the magical urging thing, like I would like to go up now. We're going up.
Okay.
But in a way that I'm asking really nicely, pretty please.
Go up about 1,000 feet. That'll put us out of Zigglikaglack's range.
Well, yes, very nice to you to go up. Okay. Lev, roll a d20 for me.
Do I add anything?
No.
It's a learning curve.
11.
Okay. You guys are, the entire party is now looking at oh Jesus. Okay, actually give me a Carrick, Blas, Garlos, LJ, and Frida. Give me a reflex save, please.
Ugh. LJ got a 23.
15.
Very good job.
21 and 18.
Who got the 18?
Carrick.
How did Frida do? You're muted.
Say that again because I was unplugging.
Oh, no problem. Frida, can you give me a reflex save for Frida,
Reflex.
please?
Headphones are starting to bug my ears.
No, no problem.
Remember, you have +1 from prayer.
Yep.
Oh, he's right. Plus one from prayer.
20,
Oh.
20,
So
22, 22 and 19.
19.
There's her.
And LJ got a 24.
Mm-hmm.
Reflex save. Reflex. Attack bonus range melee. Oh, there it is. Okay. Whoa. 9 plus 17.
26.
26 plus 1. 27.
All right. Zag, can you give me a 2d20, please?
Yeah. You need them individually or is it total?
Total. I'd recommend getting as high as you could.
Okay.
Still up.
I rolled a 21.
Okay, good. That's pretty good.
All right.
All things considered, trust me, that's pretty good. All right. The last thing anybody remembers is feeling a little bit of movement. and suddenly it is very dark outside. Blas, LJ, Garlos, and Frida are on the floor. Keurig is not. He is currently 210 feet in the air.
Oh shit!
He's well above, not thoroughly well above. I mean, he's not in that great of a space, but he's better than being 20 feet in the air. So Keurig is about 210 feet in the air. And this round he begins falling. What would Keurig like to do this round? I believe he has a wind walk.
Well, yeah, he's going to cast Airwalk on himself.
Airwalk. Okay, he cast Airwalk. The ship is gone. His friends are gone. The Zigglikaglack is looking up at him and above him forlornly, and seems to be very sad about everything that's gone on today.
I'm sorry. You say his friends are gone, meaning that the ship, he's out there by himself without the ship?
Yes, he remembered falling forward, and then something hit him, the back end of the ship, and that's all he remembered.
Is the other ship still there at the edge of the wall?
Yes, it is.
He heads for that. As fast
Okay.
as he can.
Okay.
You should wave at them to catch their attention.
Well, I'm sure they're watching the whole fucking thing.
I mean, they, to an extent, they watched what they could. The rest of you are currently looking at a night sky that is extremely close, and different than you've ever seen before. You can definitely see fairly clearly out into the distance. You don't see anything around. What are you guys going to do, Frida?
Can we breathe?
You can breathe. You can breathe perfectly fine. We should discuss this. It's quick break, and I should have sent this to you previously, but I wasn't sure that you guys were actually going to get into space this round, or this session. So, space, the final frontier
These are the voyages
of the lunatic empire. So the thing about space in D&D is that there's a specific description here. 30 pages of Jeff Grubb talking about how cool it was to make the game. Glad to hear, Jeff. You nailed it. So happy. Fuck to that goes. Monsters. Space. No? No, I don't think this is it. All right.
And can Carrick turn around and take a selfie of himself with the Zigglikaglack while he's walking away?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Some call it the phlogiston, the outside area between. Hold on. Wait, is this the descriptions? Okay, this is definitely the space. There we go. Okay. I love that they started. Everything you know about space is wrong. Infinite space, stars as flaming spheres of superheated plasma, movement through space as a balance of scientific forces, Thrust providing acceleration and maneuverability, scientific fact backing up natural phenomena, life on other planets built along the blocks of carbon and silicon elements. Forget all that. It's wrong. You can get out of the atmosphere and back on a rock. Fly between planets through a breathable ocean of air, sail between the crystal spheres that surround the inhabited worlds on a river of magical energy, encounter roving mind flayers and beholders. The stars are living things in some areas, great bowls of fire in others, and pinpoints of light painted inside of a sphere in others. I just love that introduction. So the thing about space, all the celestial bodies within a crystal sphere float in an airless void called wild space. Conventional, meaning those that take place on the prime material plane. Interplanetary journeys around a solar system take place within wild space. So you guys are currently in wild space. As an adventurer moves higher, the atmosphere becomes thinner and thinner until at last it becomes vacuum. The climber can still breathe, however, because as he moves upward, an envelope of air clings to him. The reason everything drags its own atmosphere around through space is gravity. Duh. This is also the reason why people can stand on a space sailing ship without falling off its deck, and can stand on a spherical planet without falling off the bottom side. Every body in space has its own gravity. Gravity is an accommodating force that its direction seems to be that which is most convenient. In an object the size of a planet, gravity is directed towards a point in the center of the planet. In smaller objects, like a spacecraft, gravity is not a central point, but rather a plane which cuts horizontally through the object. Significantly, this gravity plane is two-directional. It attracts from both the top and the bottom. A sailor can actually stand on the bottom of a ship's hull and move around as easily as if he was walking on deck. So you have breathable air because of the effect of gravity around you. The gravity plane extends around the ship, and there's an envelope of air that surrounds you as you are standing here.
Okay.
All right, that is information.
Plaza's Carrick's probably better off.
He's in a better place.
He's in a better place.
Carrick is like, shit.
It's like, finally, I can go become a paladin. Fuck you. I'm out.
Bum, bum, ba, bum.
We'll get a sending to him and let him know that we're alive.
All right.
The way things are going on that island, he might not be alive for much longer.
I
mean, it's very relative.
I like that the closed caption takes dirty words and makes them asterisks. Fuck, cunt, bitch, cock. Oh, can't. Yeah, that's right.
Oh my god.
Epic.
All right, I love you guys so especially. All right. As I was saying, Frida. Blas, what is Frida, or Suzanne, what is Frida gonna do this round?
Frida's gonna hold her action because she's not really sure if she needs to heal or grab somebody or text somebody.
Well, currently she's lying on the ground of the ship.
She's lying down still?
Yeah, this round basically, when you guys made your save, the saving throw was not to fall out of the ship.
Oh,
As
okay,
it
then she gets
catapulted
herself up.
thousands of feet into the air.
And she stands up.
Okay. Bash.
Let's get inside the bloody vessel so we don't have a chance to do that again.
Yes. Get inside.
Okay, so she's going to get up and start moving further inside. Bash.
Yes.
And I didn't make you and Blodgett and Lev make saving throws, but You're holding Marvin, actually, so no, you're going to fail that saving throw. You can't roll high enough to hold an android while catapulting that high into the air and not fall down. So you realize that you are lying on the ground next to the chair with Lev in it. All right, I can't have that happen. I was watching I turned on the captions, and it's just too much for my head to see those scroll by while dealing with this. Bash, you're currently lying on the ground next to Marvin. You see Lev is sitting in the chair. His eyes are still closed. He's kind of piercing them together like he's concentrating. Blodgett has an amazing reflex save and is not carrying a heavy android, so Blodgett is fine. Sitting next to you, what are you going to do this round?
I want to
He's
sit
in a
up.
spice trance. I
Yeah.
don't disagree.
I want to sit up, say ow, and hold my action.
Okay.
And
A wise choice.
where's Marvin at in relationship to me?
Marvin is lying next to you, directly next to you.
Okay, cool. I will apologize for Marvin's legs.
Marvin looks at you with a weirdly sad, dejected look and says, "It's okay. I don't know that I deserved any better than what you've treated me with."
Oh, God.
What the fuck? Look what you did. You gave him depression.
I don't think he gave him depression. I think he's depression a space to be in.
If Marvin were a good sub, he would say thank you.
Right? Right? But no, he's definitely not a good sub. All right. Lev, your turn.
I suppose I will marvel at the wonders of space for a moment, but then I will thank the Spelljammer.
Okay. You open your eyes, you're looking out, kind of in shock of where you are and what has just occurred. You can feel at this point, and this is an interesting thing, when you're sitting in the chair, you can feel the entire ship. You can feel you have this disconnected third party, like out of body experience where you can feel the whole of the ship as if it were all one part of your body.
Cool.
Okay. And
Remember, you
LJ.
got 15 minutes of that.
Is that how long
LJ.
the spell lasts? Is that how long a large person lasts? Okay.
Yeah.
LJ.
LJ is going to get up and go back inside and find the crew.
Okay. Blas.
I don't guess Blas can feel his acolyte like wizards feel.
No. I'm afraid not.
My ears. So, seeing that Carrick did not make it, and not knowing what the fuck happened, he walks to the edge of the ship and puts his hands on the rail, gripping them ever so tightly, and wishes for the best.
He can now see a sight that no one that you know has ever seen before. You are now looking down at the planet that you were upon so recently.
Hmm.
and you can see all of the world that you guys have lived in sharp relief. Just gonna copy this and post it. Come on.
Does it bring me some sort of deific benefit? Or
You're having a real little blue dot moment.
right, does it increase my wisdom by 1, maybe? What does it mean for me, Victor?
No, because Bash immediately shakes up a wine bottle or a champagne bottle next to you and starts exploding it in your face.
Oh, you're in the helm with me. Let him have his moment.
This is the cinematic Avatar moment.
So you're looking down at the Earth, and this is about how big it is right now. You can clearly see the entire sea that you were in recently. You can barely make out. Yeah, you can make out actually because it's so freaking huge. You can make out the storm that surrounds it, that surrounds the island that you were on. You can't see the island from here, but you can see the storm that surrounded the island you were on. Looking down, you can make out. It's difficult to make out. That's not too hard to make out Kavik Pol because you've seen maps of the city from above.
Right.
But you've never seen it like this. It looks as if you're looking at your own planet, and it were a map on the table in front of you. It's a sight no one's ever witnessed before in this moment.
I take a moment to study this. I'm just going to hang out here for a while and study this.
Okay.
Eventually, Lev, I may come and relieve you of the chair for a while. But right now I'm just going to hang out here for a while.
Okay. Blodgett and John just stepped out, so I think Carlos is basically going to follow his own advice and scoot his ass into the ship itself. Actually, he's going to see that Blas is not leaving and just hang out nearby. He's going to kind of make sure that he can stay so that if something happens to Blas, he can catch him before he flies off into the distance.
Yeah,
Before I jump off the ship to go save Carrick.
Right.
He'll cast Featherfall on you on the way down.
Right. Featherfall! And then Blodgett, did you want to, you are currently standing and you are not infected by the complete insanity of movement that just occurred.
Right. So Blodgett's just got to find a nice place to get out of the way and lay down and, sit down, or, how dogs do, they lay down like this.
Oh, yeah.
And,
yeah.
And kind of observe and be ready whenever someone needs him. But right now he can't fly the ship and he's not able to do any of those things. So he's just going to observe and keep his eyes open and his ears open.
Okay, Blodgett, there's an interesting thing about this section of the ship I want to point out. These faintly pink lines
Are they
are
windows?
on the edges. Those are windows.
Oh, I'm going to go sit in one of the windows.
That's what I was saying. So yeah, you're able
And
to
the
go find a
dog can
window
go to
sit.
the other one, and we had both sides covered.
Dog is actually trying to stick his head out up here, but not quite succeeding. So you will end up over there.
Which is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. Oh, no, it's the one with the waggly tail. How much is
Exactly.
the doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale.
All right, so Dog and Blodgett are watching the world outside through the little holes. LJ, when you find the crew, you find out that they are actually in what was and is now the galley. And they're clustered around one of the blowholes watching the universe as it unfolds below them. Completely. And they're definitely in shock. They're definitely in shock. They're still a little stunned, but very, very happy to be in this space and time.
All right. Well, I'll make sure that everybody's okay, and then admire the sights with them.
After a little while, they break out some bread and cheese and have a little bit of a feast.
Hell yeah.
So celebration of successfully seeing something that no one else has ever seen before, and the tales that they'll be able to tell their friends.
Right. So Victor,
All right.
Victor, assuming that Carrick is okay, and made it to the ship, he is studying the Zigglikaglack, like the whole way back, so he can report back to Blas how what it did when they left with the chair.
The thing of note that he sees as he's looking back on the island is not much about the Zigglikaglack, but about the top of the pyramid.
Mm.
For a little while, when he got a view to see above everything, there were 6 tentacled beasts on top of the pyramid. And then about 3 rounds later, 4 of them disappeared.
Oh, guys, we may have just unleashed these things onto the world.
Good thing Carrick's there.
Either
I
whether they
mean,
got the spell.
there are like other adventures on the world, right? We're not the only ones. Like we were having to like make our rates affordable and stuff. So I'm assuming there is competition. They should be
Oh,
fine.
but we're the best ones.
I feel like we're C list at best.
C-list my ass. Hey, you can be C-list if you want. I'm not C-list.
We're A for effort.
We're like the Bad News Bears, for fuck's sake.
Oh my God.
I mean, our claim to
Yes,
fame was basically we found the giants that were harassing the village and burnt everything down before they could do anything about it.
Oh yeah, I think our other claim to fame would be stopping the drow from unleashing legions of the undead upon the world.
Is that when you
Killing
Yep,
a cleric who had achieved the status of a demigod, essentially.
Nobody was there for that.
Do you think I wasn't fucking bragging at the bar? I can cast major illusion. I can show people what we did.
Astrid the Bard spread your fame far and wide. I mean, while she was still in, half-elf, halfling form, Astrid, like, yeah, you guys definitely have your exploits are well known.
Yeah, we're in the big leagues, man.
But I love that line. Sorry, it's just the fucking best, Ben. I can't remember what I was actually going to say. Oh, you have broken my brain again. Thank you, sir.
I really just want to take a moment and take a step back and say, wow, that fucking worked.
Yeah. And that's
That
kind
fucking
of where I'm at right now. So you guys
Good
have
planning, guys. Yay.
Good job.
You guys have successfully got the ship. You are currently in wild space. You're able to move about the ship with relative freedom. And I'm going to let you guys talk amongst yourselves for a moment, and because I'll need you to tell me what, as a group, what you guys plan on doing next. But I'm going to let you guys talk for a moment while I put some stuff away.
All right, so Bev cannot remain at this size forever. So we got to figure out who to pass the captainship off to. I imagine it's someone who's got to have a high wisdom.
Well, that'd be Garlos.
Oh, would that be Garlos?
Yeah, it also takes mage, I think. Although, honestly, if we get more than one, that would be better.
Well, mine is 18. I don't know if that's...
Nope, that's higher than mine. That's a good one.
Mine is 1. Actually, it's 12, but it turns out to be 1. So anyway,
Right.
That's the modifier.
But if you've got mage, I mean, I actually would not mind having Garros be the captain of the ship, and
I can also
back
take
up.
some time to rest and actually prepare an enlarged person spell. It's only like a first level spell, and then cast permanency on myself. And I'll be a
Okay.
medium creature from now on, and I can fly the ship.
I got up
I'm,
too.
I'm gonna go to bed, so you guys, I trust you guys to figure this part out.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah, Bash is
Let
not
that be
driving.
Have a good night.
Honestly, Zag, I'd say let's see if we can get you rigged up for this, and I'll try and get rigged up for this. Brandon, see if you can do that. That would be great because you already melted with this thing, so you're an actual pilot right now.
Yeah. We're spell jamming, guys.
Yep.
So what do we do? Do we just like hang out somewhere? Do we take it somewhere? Do we ask it to go to like Catapult and park it, or go to a forest? Or
We have a quest run. I forget what we're doing, but we're supposed to go do something.
Yeah, you're supposed to. I lost all my notes from the fucking time we talked with the dead guy because my fucking computer bricked itself.
Oh shit.
But we're supposed to go somewhere. It was
We
a
can get
very
Nick to fill us
enlightening
in on that.
conversation.
I would say that we try and make a few ports of call, put in some supplies, maybe purchase a few things.
well, that's
So
what I
see
was
over
thinking.
here.
Like, do we need to take this thing and park it somewhere? I mean, mainly because we could try and learn to fly it out here, or we could try and learn to like meld with it and deal with it on the ground somewhere, which is probably
Honestly, if we go down to the ground, we may run into competition. You remember all those fuckers that were trying to get the Spelljammer throne?
Yeah,
If,
I don't think we should go back to the planet. If
Yeah.
we need like common supplies, LJ has the cloak of commonality.
yeah. I'd say
well,
let's see what we can find around here to try and we need to feel our way around carefully.
yeah. Well, we should each be introduced to the chair at any rate
Yeah.
to see if it's gonna accept us.
Yeah, it's got some consent issues, which
Yeah.
is
We
an
need to
interesting.
restrain-
It's an
Yeah.
interesting theme, but
Yeah, we need to restrain the snakehead before we try that so we don't have to fuck with it. But yeah.
well, let's let Lev have the conversation with it, and I'll bring that up.
Totally. Yeah. Well, you're
Yeah,
already melded with it, so
Yeah, I
you're
have to.
good.
I have to leave in 15 minutes. Is it okay if one of my friends flies while I prepare some spells to make this a more permanent affair? And if
Right.
not, then we can just drift for the period of arrest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here. We're not going anywhere unless the planet's pulling us back in.
Yeah.
Because
We have
that's
Even
supplies for now, so
even
good.
even if it is, like, you saw how fast we got up here.
An instant. Yeah, let's stay off the back deck when we're moving like that.
yeah, right. Poor Carrick. Who knows what happened to him? He probably fell into the mouth of the Zigglikaglack.
Did he fail his save?
Yep, he fell off. He fell off the ship.
Oh no.
He's okay.
Talk about Carrie. We has a sad.
Yeah, he lived. We just don't know it.
Just don't know
Yeah.
it.
Forget
So
them.
if somebody comes and tells Lev that, like, oh, Carrick is gone, then I'll put it on my list to do a sending spell or a scrying spell and see if I can figure out if he's alive. I'll put that on my radar.
Okay. Have your people get with his people.
Yeah.
Carrick doesn't want to be found. He's off to become a paladin. The paladin he always wanted to be.
He's refusing your Zoom meeting invite.
This was a fortuitous accident. Sort of like that.
When you guys tell Lev, he doesn't respond immediately. Lev, when they're talking to you, it feels like you know words are being spoken, but it's hard to discern what they are amidst everything that you're experiencing. Like you have to concentrate a lot to discern what people are saying right next to you.
Okay.
That's a good way to put it.
That is an effect. That is an effect of being in the chair, I suppose. So I'm going to continue the conversation with the chair now that we have some time.
Okay.
I'll properly introduce myself. My name's Lev. I'm a wizard who was once human.
I'm cishuman.
I think that broke Zach. Broke himself. Good job, sir.
They are Borg. We will assimilate.
Um, I think you're right. I think he is actually cishuman, but he's presenting as a pixie.
That's so meta. Oh, sorry.
You get from the chair. It is difficult for the chair to create individual concepts of being. Concepts of being don't seem to entirely exist. The chair is basically like it doesn't necessarily seem to grok. You know, I am Lev. I am a cishuman who's now a pixie. The chair is basically like, hey, look at the entirety of the universe and
This is fucking
recognize
crazy.
that it exists in a span of being that takes in all of creation.
Hey, I have some sort of planar knowledge thing that I gained. I wonder if this might
Yeah,
be cool here. I'm gonna look at Lev and say I'm gonna come back in, join the group, and look at Lev and say, "Can you put it in park?"
Why don't you just put it in auto drive,
No,
autopilot.
right.
no,
Autopilot.
I don't know where that's programmed to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and because I figure I'd still know at least that I've got 15 minutes
Yes.
before I shrink down.
Yeah.
So
you're aware of that.
I'll make that clear, or attempt to make that clear to the chair. And I mean, I have a solution for that. I just need to rest, then I can cast another enlarged person and make it permanent.
Okay.
And then I'll just be a medium creature from now on.
Well,
But I think it will also be good to explain our mission and our next destination to the chair.
I don't think the chair cares about the
I
things.
think the chair is more of a tool than something, you can actually reason with. It just understands movement and commands.
Okay, so which is it? Is the Spelljammer a tool or a being that requires like consent and everything? Because I'm getting mixed messages here.
Both.
There's that.
It's both. But its consciousness is way. Try to understand it. Its consciousness is way beyond. So we just need to tell. We need to understand that and tell it what to do.
Well, then quit giving me shit and let me fly the ship.
But what I'm suggesting is I got some sort of planar knowledge.
Yeah, I think his point is that he wanted to fly the ship.
Okay.
Well, I want to try. I want to see if like what the thing that I learned that Victor gave to me that's we don't really know what to do with maybe helps me understand the ship better or.
Sure, man. Get ahead of this.
But you should.
Oh, wow.
To your point, you should tell the chair, "Hey, I need to get up and rest," and this person is going to come and take
It's
my
still going to try and bite you. We need to restrain that snake head.
I think restraining the snake head is not the way to do it. Because I just said, hey, can you stop?
Yeah.
And it was
Well,
like,
that's after about 8 full attempts to bite you that Ben's character stopped.
it was only like 3 or 4, and I didn't. To be fair, I didn't think of asking it to stop.
It ate Marvin's legs.
Well,
And
and the
it
good
shouldn't
thing
have put
is
Marvin's legs in there.
I've got
Specifically, Marvin's legs were shoved into the snake's mouth.
Yes.
So, subtle difference here, sir.
Yeah, but like for 3 rounds, you weren't getting bit because it was eating Marvin's legs.
I feel like that could have just as easily been accomplished by holding the snake head away from me.
indeed, he didn't have to go so far as
Like I said, restrain it.
right. But you don't need to do that. I mean, I've got a pretty high armor class. I've got a really good
Wisdom save.
Why don't we just restrain it? That way you don't have to make saving throws to get attacked.
all right. Well, let's first get a consent from the chair that it's okay that I would take its place.
Let's not get on about who bites who.
Try to
Yeah, I'll talk to the chair about. Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna need to rest.
What do you do? What are you
Oh.
saying to the chair?
I'll talk to the chair and say, I'm gonna shrink and won't be able to do this strange mind meld thing that we've got going on. So I need to rest so I can make that a permanent affair. While I'm resting, may a friend of mine in my party sit here in the Spelljammer.
You feel pretty good about that.
All right.
cool. So
And I'll continue to marvel at being everything for another minute or two. And then I'll get up.
What's your constitution, Lev?
Bad. It's bad.
What is it? I can't remember offhand.
Jeez. Let me get to my character sheet.
It's like a 5 or something.
It's pretty bad.
Ridiculously low.
Never use con as your dump stat.
It's 9. It's 9.
No. Okay.
That's much better.
Lev steps out of the chair and falls to the floor.
Dead.
is he
He
dead?
is basically lying on the ground, looking up, marveling at the universe and what he has remembered for several rounds. He's not dead. He is conscious. He's just trying to figure out how his body works because his body is not the ship. And there's a difference, and he's trying to figure out what that is.
Lovely.
You are in for a trip, my friend.
Okay, and Blas, you then get into the chair?
You bet.
All right. What's your armor class?
20
Good Spelljammer, man.
26.
All right, I'm just kidding. The chair does not attack you.
I thought we restrained it anyways.
No, you didn't say restrain the chair.
Okay.
Who was restraining the chair? The only person who was restraining the chair is Bash.
No, we were going
Bash
to
is
tie it
not.
off, so it couldn't do things.
With what?
Don't restrain the
Oh.
chair. Don't restrain the chair.
I always spin the chair.
I love the fact that you believe that you could successfully tie up the chair.
Okay.
It's very beautiful of you. It would literally rip the ship apart.
You're going to tie it to
No,
the
the rope
ship.
would
It
break
is the
first.
ship.
The rope would break first. The ship accepts you since you asked, or your friend asked in your stead. It'll take that.
Uh-huh.
You sit down for the first round, your mind just opens up and you're kind of blown away about how big the universe is. It is very difficult to retain your own sense of existence. Give me a will save, please.
Yes, I will. I will give you a full save.
I will.
I rolled a 20.
All right. You are in 2 rounds. By the 3rd round, you're able to narrow down your focus into a singularity. You can actually very clearly sense who you are and where you are in the universe and your place in it. It definitely helped that you were looking at the map, or you're looking down at the planet below you, because you have a very clear sense of where the ship is in relation to the planet that you're from. You now have a sense of where the planet you're from is based in the entirety of the universe. And you have a pretty clear understanding of where the ship is and what it can, not what it can do. What is the phrase I'm looking for? Hold on a quick second.
What its capabilities are?
Kind of, what was the skill that you were talking about?
Yeah, I'm looking. I remember we talked about it, and it was because I read a book or something happened.
It was in the libraries.
Right. And it was some sort of planar knowledge that, but I can't. It's on another sheet.
Oh, you learned about traveling between planes using tools.
Yes.
Using a planar chronometer or a planar log.
Yes.
So the idea of a planar chronometer is to understand when you are between planes, and a planar log kind of helps you map that distance and that space out between different planes of existence. It works similarly here in space. You've got the Death Spider in relation to the planet that you're from. We'll call it Earth for now. And then you can't see currently anything else around you, but you definitely know that other things exist around you, and being able to match their locations together, you would be able to kind of nail that down further. So that's what that would do for you. If you had those tools, you'd be able to do more in that regard. But you have a pretty clear belief that you feel that you can tell very clearly where you are in the universe in relation to your ship, to your home planet.
And do I feel like I could maneuver the ship closer into the Earth? Is that yes?
You definitely feel like you could convince it to go back down to the planet, yes.
I don't want to go all the way to the planet. I'd like to go closer to the edge of the storm.
Okay.
And just hover over so we can have a look.
Okay. Roll 2d20.
2d20.
And tell me your wisdom score, please.
I will do that. Oh, this is going to be fun. I roll a 24 total. Did you do total or did you do each?
Total, yeah.
24,
wisdom?
and my wisdom is 18.
Okay. Okay. You almost succeed.
Oh, almost.
You definitely feel like the ship has moved closer to the planet. Um,
How close?
basically, if you were looking at the map, if those who were anywhere near a window, there's a couple of you sitting next to a window currently, Blodgett and Dog, and Blodgett would report that, hey, everything got a lot closer.
Wow. Okay. Pretty suddenly.
Very suddenly.
Yeah, we want to play with this out in space where it's a bit more open and doesn't involve hitting land, mountains, and water.
Well, we don't want that. So would it be helpful for the chair if I spent some time just communing with it for a little while and getting to know it?
Might be a good idea.
Mesmerized by the universe with it.
Yeah, you feel like the thing that you're missing is the ability to figure out how to convince the chair, figure out how to convince the ship to move without spanning thousands or tens of thousands of feet.
Oh. So again, it's about specificity, right? I'd like to move at X degrees forward at
Right.
X kilometers or X miles per hour. La 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 la.
Exactly. That's what you're missing currently, is that ability to have that I try to inch along, because currently distance doesn't have the meaning it had before.
Right.
No one has cast a spell 17 miles away.
Right.
So you're like, okay, I'm going to move here. Wait, hold on. How far did I just go?
Okay, well, I will try that. I mean, I will try to imagine a point 30 degrees ahead and 30 degrees upwards at a rate of, I don't know, I guess knots is what we know at this
Okay.
point.
You got to head out, Suze. All right. You take
I
care of
don't know.
yourself, love.
Someone who knows sailing, what's a good knots speed per
No,
hour?
just use them as miles per hour. It's the same thing, about 1.1.
At 40 miles per hour, we're heading up 30 degrees upward and 30 degrees forward.
Okay. The rest of the party will basically, and this would take about an hour or so.
Yeah.
Hold on, actually, I think I have this for this.
2 weeks.
Yeah. First one first. Okay. The amount of time it takes you is judged in hours, and it's going to take Blah's hours to figure out how to talk to the ship in a way that gets it to move at 30 degrees. Like, what is a degree? Trying to figure out where the space is that he's heading towards. So he's there basically the rest of the day. The rest of the crew is chilling out. Lev is sleeping or resting to regain spells. You and I guess is there like a minimum, a maximum that you're going to go with this, or are you just going to try to keep at it until you figure out how to get the ship to move in the correct direction?
Well, we have to get to a specific place, right? I don't remember what the mission is at this point beyond getting the ship. Does anybody remember, Lev? Or
Well,
I had notes about it, but again, I lost them when
I can tell you because it's basically spread between all the players. The end result is the Rock of Brawl, which you don't know where or what that is, but you know that that's a thing that exists, and that's where you have to head to. I guess the question is, are you going to keep at it until you figure out how to move it, or are you just going to say, like, well, I've been here for an hour and a half, I'm done?
no.
Give it a bit more time.
Okay.
No.
When you're done with that or get tired out, then try and introduce it to Garlo so he can give it a shot as well. The more pilots we have is better. In our crowd, nobody's really captain. Whoever's captain is the person who looks best suited for the moment.
Absolutely, 100%. We need multiple. We need redundancy. Redundancy.
Okay.
Hell yes.
A valid point and a damn good one. It takes you 24 hours to attune to the ship.
Oh.
24 hours after sitting on it, you are at the point where you can accurately tell the ship how to move, what direction to go in, and you've figured out at this point. By that time, you know that you could safely land the ship on the planet back in Havoc Pool or wherever you wanted to land it. If you wanted to go and search for your friends, you could do it at that point as well.
I ask it if it knows where the Rock of Brawl is.
It doesn't understand the concept of a singular space.
Got it. Understand. 100%.
Okay.
And then I suppose when I get off of it, I'm just going to collapse into a heap and.
You do, and another thing you notice is that everything fits kind of weird, and you feel a lot smarter than you used to be.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess Carlos is ready to take his turn, and when Zag gets off of the when Blas gets off of the seat, Blas is now female. He has long flowing hair, breasts that are ill-fitting for the clothing he's wearing.
What?
And you have +2 to your wisdom.
To my wisdom.
Yes.
And I'm female.
Yes. Silent.
I'm curious of the side effect of increasing wisdom and becoming female.
It's a ship of sex change.
Did I have that happen to
No.
me?
You also were not attuned to the chair.
Oh.
Oh, okay, cool. You know what? If I had to, if something had to change, I am totally good with that.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I don't think he heard you. Carlos shakes his head and says, "I hope you gave me a good introduction." Did you, Zag? Did you tell the chair? Did you ask the chair if Carlos could sit in it?
I did, of course. I
Okay.
I asked for permission to change.
All right. Carlos, you're able to sit in the chair with no problem. Okay. Takes him about 24 hours. Carlos gets up, and he also is female, but 24 hours later, Blas is not, and you have lost your wisdom bonus.
Oh, I was so excited.
Fascinating. Okay, by this point, Lev will have prepared the enlarge person and permanency spells, so I am
Okay.
now a medium creature. And I will return to the Spelljammer.
And you're about to be a titty pixie for 24 hours.
This could be a party. That's all I have to say.
I'm gonna be a giant pixie woman for the foreseeable future.
We'll just call you Tinkerbell.
Is that in retaliation for my cis human?
No, this was written into the chair a while ago.
Oh, yeah?
Honestly, Carlos wants to do this just before he goes back to greet the bishop again, just to fuck with her.
All right. Carlos, after 24 hours in the chair, you get up, and you are a female version of Carlos with +2 wisdom and +2 titties. That seems to last for about 24 hours as well. It's interesting that
This has so much humor value.
It's interesting that permanency on enlarge is a fairly cheap spell.
Oh, I saw it was like 500 experience. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like that's all right. Yeah, that's definitely doable.
Okay, if that's the cost I have to pay to become a Spelljammer, okay.
That is the cost.
Epic and worth it.
All right. So 72 hours later, each of you have had a chance to sit on the chair. Each of you has gone through the change, and you are now able to use the chair again. I'll just tell you this because you'll discover it when the second person sits on the chair for the second time. After the first time that you sat upon the seat of wisdom, you have the option to retain your femininity when getting up, but you retain the wisdom bonus 1 hour for every hour you're seated up to 24 hours. So if you're seated on the chair for 2 hours, you get up, you have a +2 wisdom for 2 hours after that.
So if you seated on as a female, you change into a male?
No.
No. You only change into a female. Ah.
I'm rocking with it.
Because after all, it is the seat of wisdom.
Laws could have chosen to remain female.
Say that again, Zach?
Laws could have chosen to remain female.
Okay, you missed what I said. After the first time that you sat, after the first 24 hours that you've sat in and you've got up and you've changed back, when you sit in again after that, you have the option to retain your femininity when getting up, but you retain your wisdom bonus for every hour you've seated up to 24 hours.
Cool. All right, thank you.
I'm gonna retain it because if you run across a magic item that changes your sex, you use it.
Okay.
It's fun.
Okay, hold on. I gotta find that line that I was looking for. I was thinking of this earlier. Yes. Okay. When you, Zag, when you cast the horn, this is what I was looking for. That I wanted to put in there. I wanted to put this in when you use the horn to summon the guys. Wave upon wave of demented Avengers march cheerfully out of obscurity into the dream. That was it. That was the guy.
And then they die.
Yes.
Yep. Horribly.
Except this time, it was worse.
Yeah, well, they lasted 3 rounds.
Yeah, like I said in Valhalla, when they're asked, "Hey, what happened? What was the battle like?" They're just like whimpering, letting themselves crawl into a corner and crying, not talking about it.
Dude, don't go to that horn.
Don't go to that horn. All right. I think we're gonna wrap it up here tonight, unless you guys have. Well, it's 9:55, but half the party's gone. If
Yeah, I
there's,
need to get to bed too.
yeah. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write up everything that you guys have done, so that everyone can see it. Send it off to the group in an email, so that we all have clarity on what's occurred this round, this session, and then when we next meet up, you guys will have your choice of 3 pilots, 3 spelljammers for the ship. And you have a clue. You can definitely get back to Kavakpol. You don't really know where anything else is yet, but you can. You know that you can move the ship wherever you need to go at this point.
All right, cool.
But we don't 100% know where the
The
places we
rock
need
of
to
brawl
go.
is no, you don't.
Cool.
We have a start, and we got away from that fucking Zigglikaglack and the other freak show that was like on that upside down damn pyramid island.
By this time, also they would have done this. You would have done a sending for Carrick, and found out that he is physically okay. A little rattled, but they're on
Expect
their way.
so.
They're on their way to Kavakpol.
They're on their way to Kavakpol. Okay.
Yeah, the guys in this the ship is on its way to Kavakpol.
All right, I'll do a sending and I'll ask him if he wants me to come get him or if he wants to hold things down for us on the.
Hell yeah, he does. He's like,
Oh yeah. All right, I'll teleport.
we're supposed to go to space.
We're supposed to go to space. Yeah. All right.
Wait, don't teleport. We might just take the ship back there, like park in a forest somewhere.
No, I'm kind of skittish about taking this thing back to the planet.
We're taking the hobbits to Kavakpol, to Kavakpol, to Kavakpol. They're taking the hobbits to Kavakpol.
It's our home. Okay, I
Yeah,
understand.
they don't like us there.
They will when we show up in a slaver ship.
No, they'll probably give us another 500,000 gold fine for some stupid bullshit.
And try and take the ship from us.
Yeah, it's gonna be a parking ticket, and they're gonna claim it as collateral.
Well, if you
So
wanna, if you wanna use a couple of teleport spells, sure, go get them.
Yeah, I mean, look, if we're spending multiple days, I'm gonna have another option. I'm gonna have another opportunity to rest. So I'll teleport down to the ship that he's on. I was there, and then I'll be like, "Hey, Carrick, let's go." And I'm significantly larger than I was now.
Ooh. Can the ship hide
Can
its
Garland go down
cloud?
after communing with the ship for a temporary 24-hour period? And go fuck with the bishop's head.
Shore leave. Carlos is asking for shore leave.
Not just shortly, but for surely.
And Love will give last call to any sailors who want to come to fucking space.
Cool. Well, I mean, let's just reflect for a second how productive we've been.
Right?
In the last 3 or 4 games, we secured a ship.
Yep.
We secured a chair. And we're in space.
Yes. We also took out a bunch of assholes and repaired the ship to get it going.
And
So
I'm glad we didn't even need to fight most of them.
yes, thank God.
That would have been a bloodbath.
The army of
wrapped around your head and turning into a snake thing.
the
Not
army
on
of
my book of
orcs
things to do.
might have been kind of cool to fight. I could have gotten another bag of orc meat. That would have been really nice. So kind of bummed about that. But the army of half dragons, plural, really glad we didn't need to fight them.
Yeah, F that totally.
Well, they killed each other off pretty quick.
I don't know if they killed each other off. There was a massive, massive explosion that killed all of them.
Yeah, there was definitely some killing off of each other for the first several rounds. Like, you guys would have had to work to get into that fight.
Well, you know, we're that not necessarily beyond us. So
No, I know. Yeah.
We
Challenge
can't do the
accepted.
stupid.
Roll it back.
It doesn't matter how difficult I make the stupid. You guys challenge accepted every time. So, like, okay, cool.
Raise the bar for stupid higher, Victor.
cool. Well, then we should try to figure out. Next step is trying to figure out where this rock of whatever is, and then a brule, and then get there because that's where we need to go. But
Alright.
do we need to stop? Do we need to like go down to Kavik Pool? And I mean, if you're gonna go down anyway, do we need to like stock up, or who knows how long we're gonna be gone? That's what I'm thinking. We need to park and just like bring a bunch of shit onto the ship so that we have. Does the ship have supplies?
No, I mean,
Yeah, we
What's-
probably want food and shit, you know?
what supplies it has were for slavers who ate people.
Oh,
Gross.
So yeah, I mean, you guys went and looked into the hold of, like, the pantry of the food that was there and lost your lunch.
yeah.
The sailors, since you guys had a couple of, most of it 8 hours at least to ferry stuff back and forth, they grabbed a bunch of food from the seahorse. So you guys had about maybe 4 days worth of food. You've been in space for 3 days.
Yeah.
We need more
Am I
food.
able to produce food out of the cloak of commonality?
No, food is not a common item.
Food's not a common item.
Food
Bah!
is not a common item.
So we
This food is like dark humor. Not everyone gets it.
Yes.
So, Victor, knowing what we know about the city of Kavakpool, because we know it well, and I saw it from above, the forest that's to the north of the city,
Yes.
um,
The dark forest.
do we know it? Have we been there?
Yes, you have. You've been to the dark forest a couple of times. That's where you went to fight the giant hole in the ground that was causing problems.
Right.
I don't want to go there.
Well,
Well,
we need cover, brother. So it's there or the mountain to the south, to the north, to the south.
I'd kind of prefer the mountain. The last time I was in the dark forest, something happened, and then I wound up getting, stepped on and then threatened with eternal damnation. Maybe
Yeah.
it's best I don't be around trees at all.
The dark forest. I want to
There's
go.
that.
I want to go to the dark forest. I think the fairies will appreciate. No, maybe
You
not.
you go to the dark forest then.
How far is
Folks, I need to go, so you'll have a great evening.
All right, have a good night.
the argument about the dark forest.
If you want to go to the dark forest, we can drop you off. I'm taking the ship back into space. I'm getting as far away from you.
You're a 6 foot tall pixie now. The dark forest, like the other pixies, would look at you and be like, "Oh no, he's so tall."
That's right. You would gain mad respect.
Look, something would happen.
Right.
Something would happen. A tree, like a leaf would fall off of a tree, and then she'd be right there.
He's
So scared of
worried that
that.
a leaf would fall off of a tree and she would be right there.
How far is that mountain range or hill?
Honestly, about the same distance from the forest.
All right, so we could park there and then go get supplies and hire a wagon to bring it back.
Yes, you have two groups of friends at the mountain range. You have the dwarves who live at the very bottom, who are friends of Frederick. And there is at the very top of it, which is a lot less hospitable, there's a Draco Lich who you guys freed from certain destruction.
No, well, that's good to know.
I kind of want to go see ice.
Well, can we get there easily to pick it and get our supplies? Well, I guess we could fly down for our supplies, pick them up, and then go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
have a flying ship.
You have a flying ship that you have decent control over.
So that will be our goal: is to fly the ship to visit Ice the Draco Lich to impress him with our booty.
Check
you
it
go.
out.
Check out our sweet ride, man.
Sweet ride.
Damn, man.
I got a car now.
Yes, I
You
did.
know,
That was cool.
my parents drove it up here from the Bahamas. You're kidding. Of course I'm kidding. The Bahamas are islands. Anyway.
Hi, kids. Good job. Hey, Suzanne's not going to join us for a couple weeks.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, she's got a friend coming in from town, and
Cool.
she's taking care of them, and then also something was happening. I can't remember what else was happening. But yeah, it's a social thing.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Next week. See you.
All right.
got
See
it,
you
man.
next week.
I'll be there.
And Victor, I've got a question about the general timeline of things.
Sure.
So in 3.5, and this is going to be meta, in 3.5, spelljammers are not a thing ostensibly. I think in like Faerunian lore there are like 3 or 4 of them left in total. Would this make us the last spelljammers?
You can think of it 2 ways. You can think of it as the last spelljammers or the first new spelljammers.
That's cool.
Either way, at this moment, you're fairly singular.
All right. Because I know there have been a couple of points where we've butted up against the official lore and rewritten it. So I wanted to see. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
This is so fucking cool.
Good.
All right. I'll see you next week.
All right, man. You take care.
You too. Have a good one.
All right, will do. We'll see how they do with the refitting of the ship. I guess the next thing is Mayday, so that's not really anything crazy. But yeah, we are done with Nightmare Time. This is the end of Nightmare Time. Now we go into space. It needs its own title, don't you think? I think so too.